Jeez. Still cold, still. Well, I mean, I don't know what I expect. It's Curtis. Eva's been gone for some time. But I shouldn't let that worry me. Just pick up my usual supplies. Here we go.
Yep. I don't want to be here today. What did they just say?
Can still walk around, if barely.
Can you barely hear me?
Now we can hear you. Sorry.
Hi.
Might have been a little
I see you're putting everyone on high alert.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think we should. Given, her parents.
Listen, Lulu's parents are coming. Everyone should be on high alert.
Oh, right, that. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Is that...
Best behavior, don't forget what side of the plate your fork goes on, for the love of everything. Do not piss them off.
Understood.
I try not to with most folks.
Yes.
Been a while. You want to know
And now, I'm going to have to do an entire wardrobe change because I'm expected to dine with them.
It's going to be terrifying.
Oh,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yes, dining with them is always terrifying.
Apparently he's been on a bender.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what exactly a bender is.
Hopefully Slade doesn't have more problems.
I don't like the implications of that.
Don't either.
God only knows what the fuck is going on with that.
12 only knows.
Okay, I'm gonna go catch up with Daya.
We'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine. If we make a big fuss of it, we're only gonna panic ourselves.
Should we go up? Is that
What's going on?
I don't know. I mean,
Schemingway is right. If we keep making a giant fuss about all of this, her parents and stuff, it's just gonna end up a lot worse. The best we can do
Somebody's
is at
gonna
least act
overthink.
appropriate.
Somebody's gonna overthink it and fuck up.
They are
Yes.
big fucking
We're just an
assholes,
adventure.
and not
We're
in
just an
their
adventurers
normal
guild, and
physical
she's the head
size.
of
They're
it.
just big assholes in their head, yeah.
Alright, well, here's
I'm not
this. If you don't
impressed.
think you can handle them, come join me in the kitchen. We'll just be cooking all day.
I have to
Renan
be
and I
there.
don't have much of a choice. We are physically
kinda have
employed
to
by
be
them,
there.
so...
Yep.
Fair enough.
I mean, hey, if we have to turn from adventurers into wine carriers, then by all means.
Hopefully they don't let us do any heavy lifting this time. I'd actually
We're also...
cry.
Actually, what do we do if regarding people through the portal if they arrive during that time?
You are going to need... You guys... Okay, actually, that's a good fuck point. Hang on. You two.
We could discuss it with a lot of people, especially with upper management, like Neb and Luna.
Oh, speaking of which, Neb's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Neb.
What did I say, Luna? Luma! Oh my...
Morning.
I really keep screwing up the Eorzean alphabet.
An entire army of people coming at me. What's going on?
Hey,
Eh.
Baba. Long time no see.
Guessing you guys are worried about the whole Luluma family coming by?
That is true. I did have a concern regarding it. What if people come through the portal while they're here?
We set up a little post out there this time with someone. This is the only time that we're going to be kind of telling people not to come through this time. Someone might slip through, but we're hoping for the best. I am going to say this, and I want to say this very genuinely. If anything happens,
I'm so
do not do not, or at least goddamn try your best not to, jump in and try to play a hero. Alright? Luma's parents kind of help fund, like, almost all of this, as well as, you know, a lot of the stuff that we do, and, you know, those connections that we sometimes have to plug at. That's them.
Oh,
So,
boy.
just do your best. I'm gonna have to stay away personally. I don't like the things I've already heard. But, I can't control all of you. Just... Goddamn, just play it careful today, please. Yeah, you are right dead center.
You.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
Oh, you are so fucked. I'm sorry, man.
You got this.
It'll be fine.
It'll be a long ass day.
You'll be fine.
They
You'll be
seem
fine.
to already like me, so just as long as I don't change that.
Just follow the script.
Yep.
I don't think there's really a script to follow.
Luluma, I would imagine she has a script.
Didn't Boonsha Chan just go up?
We'll see. We'll see. This is like the one time she might actually not.
Yeah.
By the way, does anybody need a flashlight?
A flashlight?
What now?
Flashlight?
Flashlight. See.
Oh,
Oh,
Sure.
interesting.
is that another thing
Flashlight.
somebody bought you from the other side?
No, this
I'm
is
waiting.
something that we at Ironworks has made a good number of these. You just clip them onto your outfit. You charge them up by just pulling it right down there.
Nice.
Not
Right.
relatively too complicated.
I'm
I
being
got
left
sent an
hanging.
entire package of a bunch of them needing repaired, but I've already counted all of these, and they definitely sent me a couple
Maybe
extra.
they'll
If
see me
you guys need
better.
one,
He would like a flashlight. My son would like a flashlight.
Sure.
Please.
Oh my god!
Son, that is so insulting.
Oh, by Heidelin, please.
well, then come on over. Come on. I'm not tossing it to you.
By drag your
down,
child
here we go.
over.
If he breaks it, he's gonna have to fix it again.
I was ready to catch it.
I'm not tossing it to you. I'm handing it to you.
Don't ever talk to me.
Why do you not trust me?
Slow down, please.
I mean, I'm
Here.
not
Thank
many
you.
moons older than him.
You're
so
welcome.
older than a lot of people here, except I think Bella. I don't know.
You old fuck.
I'm only 27.
My age is counting cryogenic sleep.
If you're older than them, then you're old.
I,
Technically, I'm not even halfway yet. I'm still considered old. Well, I think I'm the oldest on this
Neither
actual
am I.
location. 37.
I think, normally, I don't know, I can't even count on my fingers how many moons I've lived. Maybe 300 at this point? I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, your guys' lifespans are
Vera,
crazy.
yeah, Vera have
Yeah.
a huge lifespan.
And you weren't in cryosleep for most of it either. I think I'm only pushing
I wish I
315 if I count cryogenic sleep. If not,
We can be old together.
well, I
Then I
was
hate
given a
you.
name to imply I'm actually wise. Your mileage may vary. Momage.
Hey, Ned, you got any side jobs?
What?
Of course, always do. What you looking for?
Can we go on
Anything
side job
particular?
to
Sure,
avoid the situation?
What's on the
Honestly,
itinerary
I'd be
for
interested
today?
too. Because after this, I might need something, a distraction.
We will
I just need-
absolutely lose our jobs if we're
Well,
nowhere
we've
to be
had
fucking
plenty of
found.
people who have been hitting up some of
We're
the
technically
logging
okay.
contracts. So in terms
You
of
are
timber
supposed
and
to be
things of that nature, we're actually doing really
Me?
well. Big
just
problem that we're
mercenary,
actually
you know?
having is a couple of mining
You're
jobs.
still
I
employed.
I mean, if they call for me, I'll
Speaking
come
took the
back.
last
Speaking
one
of
that
the
you'd
good
given me.
guildmaster, where is she?
Yes, you did. Because I know.
Presumably readying herself.
That's one done out of.
Physically,
out of
emotionally,
a bunch.
mentally.
Yeah.
Everything,
Like,
all the above.
I just hope.
Probably sharpening a
Nothing.
very, very thin knife.
Oh, you can get a little bit of
Yeah.
experience behind you. See about
Should we
getting
go
a little bit
check?
more about it. Not
Why are we
better.
ready
I
to
am
stab
sure
the
not
first
bad.
person
How about you?
that causes things to screw up?
I mean, I could take a crack at physical labor, but it's not usually
On the one
my
hand, I
kind.
would say let's hope nothing goes wrong, but
I'll
this
give
is
you
an
something
adventurers
simple and
guild.
don't
Our
worry.
entire
Alright,
our
give me
entire career
just
line
a
relies on that.
second.
I mean, this is Corthus as well, and not only that, we're also dealing with the bullshit with the Rangers and these
You guys have
kidnappers.
Fucking-
And
I
Atlas.
fucking hope none of the
Not really, actually.
those fucking colored bastards show up today. That would be the
Wow, you
worst
guys
possible
are-
thing to happen.
See, now that you said it, they're bound to show up.
Hey,
Yeah,
if we have
sure,
more
we
of that,
kinda
honest to
think
God,
so.
a lot of these
That
jobs
sounds
would be a
sad.
lot easier.
That's on you.
Okay.
No, that's
The
the
ones
boom
that are the
cha-cha.
less ideal
Oh.
probably
That's
have
good.
more
Oh, wow.
greater
They
demand.
really
I'm not used to seeing them in colors that aren't white and
This is
blue.
relatively true, but with a lot of the things coming back and a lot of stuff's
is
being
that?
taken care of, it has
I
been
don't recognize them.
a little bit of time. How's your guys' mining equipment, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
So anyway, we're gonna have a problem if new people start showing up to the camp either way.
I believe mine's okay.
Look,
Yes.
alright.
Ah,
I doubt adventurers, new or not, are just going to be like, "You're not my dad," talking to the guildmaster's actual dad.
Alright, well...
Because
here-
by technicality,
I
he would be.
guess it's metaphor.
Here's a packet for you,
Fuck.
and a packet for you.
I'm pretty sure they're just the dad of this regional guild location. I'm pretty sure not the whole of the
You
guild.
know what
because
I
the guild is
mean,
ran
though.
by multiple people.
You know what I mean, though, Bella.
Let me go ahead and see
Oh, there she is.
this moment.
Oh, there's Luluma. Oh, she's got a cute little dress on.
Jobs we got at the moment. Alright, here.
Oh, she does. I hope it's a glamour because I cannot imagine the state of her.
Some obsidian.
I cannot imagine the temperature.
Here you go.
I'm bottled up. I have a reason. I'll catch up with you.
You should just need the bronze equipment. If you don't have any on you, you can definitely grab some from inside. We actually have a couple of extra pairs, so no
Gotcha.
worries there. And since you got a little bit of experience behind you, you are going to be getting me some Cinnabar.
Ooh,
Any special
fancy.
tools I need for that one?
Nope, you should be perfectly fine. Do you happen to have any kind of recruit equipment?
Not yet, but I think I could probably pick some up.
Here,
Probably
here,
from the-
no. Here. Here, I'll go ahead and get one sorted out for you. Don't worry about it. You go and take the job. I'll handle the rest. I'll get it to you by roughly about the end of the day. Sound good?
Sounds good to me, thank you.
All right. Paper up there's
Appreciate it.
got pretty much all the extra information. Once you guys bring that to me, I can go
Windy
ahead
out
and
there.
start slotting you guys for some higher level stuff. Well, higher level in terms of the jobs. But we can start getting it up once we because the main thing that I really need is I need some wyvern obsidian, but that's a bit higher on the mark, as well as the raw garnet that we actually need. So I don't think you guys are there just yet, but we'll get you there. That and a couple of the smaller term contracts will be good anyways, because it'll go ahead and get some of the smaller stuff done. Stuff that I can send to a couple other locations that'll be very happy to hear that the wondrous adventurers are so willing to take these low esteemed jobs at these times. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Hang on, there is an entire man blocking everything I probably should be seeing right now. There we go.
apologize.
Hello.
Lady Luluma, how may I assist you?
There we go.
How may I assist you today?
All right. They're coming.
Looks really good on you.
Oh, they're not here yet. Okay.
What?
We would have, mercenaries or anything show up.
Oh my god.
Scout out the place.
Holy.
I will be perfectly happy once this day is over.
That's honestly, that's understandable.
Holy shit.
You look very nice.
Oh,
They don't
I
like
hate
it.
it.
Oh.
I would
Oh,
imagine
well.
not.
Here, I'll turn on the darkness.
Okay, sure.
Sunglasses on.
fine.
Light on, light off.
Understand, there is only one
So
person I
happy
would
it
do
is
this
you might
for,
need it.
Mm-hmm.
and she owes me.
I mean, if you want to go fuck off to the wind, you can.
And have you suffered through your parents by yourself? Never.
I have that sinking feeling in my fucking chest every time. Every time I think about what's about to
Entirely by
happen.
herself,
Holy
that
fuck.
being said.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. Consolation prizes at this point.
Okay. I think everyone here has already heard the briefing of, shut the fuck up. They cannot know that there's been any, I've been in any form of danger. They cannot know that we are not courting. Just keep your mouths shut.
Okay.
What of
Act
the
normal.
other individuals,
Yes, ma'am.
including the new person?
Act natural.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They were talking about Asta being awake, so I assume they knew about her coma or something? I don't really know. Regardless,
She was in a coma?
Is that what?
you all don't fucking listen, do you?
I had the excuse of being in the shroud.
Dragon Song War. That
No,
whole thing
they
happened.
said.
It was during
Oh,
the end of that she fucking...
You think I listened? I
No,
thought
no,
we
no, no,
fucking
no,
knew this
no, no,
already.
People and myself thought she was in another coma. That's why we were like, she's in
no.
another
I'm
coma.
talking about
Oh,
obviously
okay.
this person
I
hasn't
see,
visited
okay.
them in
I
like
thought she was in
fucking
another
months or
fucking
years at
coma.
this point.
Yeah, I was concerned about
okay,
what happened during my
Regardless.
time in the shroud.
Regardless, if we could keep them out of this, would be preferable. I don't know how to turn it from motherfucking deep.
Something was sticking to me and
All I could want
Gonna
was
have
shit in the
gonna have
tower,
to trust
so-
you guys when it comes to handling this.
So, I do have a question. The purpose of
Yes.
their visit, are they just checking things out, seeing what it's all about, or is there like did they give a proper reason as to why they're visiting?
And I've said the reason, but it's because I keep saying no, and they don't like it when I say no.
Because they only have your best interests at heart.
I'm going to throw up.
So am I.
Do you want me to get a bag? I can get it for you.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla
Man.
to me.
There's Tobra.
It really is.
Okay.
Chilling on the
When
wall
I say
again.
that, it's of course the best interest of the family at heart.
Yeah.
And by that,
And
I
that
mean
much
the
I could gather.
reputation.
Mm-hmm. Typical noble family things.
Monetist, dear.
Not-
Monetist.
If only you knew the fucking half of it.
Well,
I prefer most people
I-
don't go into my
I-
backstory.
I feel like this is a need-to-know basis, and I do not need to know that part.
I don't know.
I am not in the need to know, so I don't need to know. Simple as that.
I don't like that sigh.
Are they coming? Is that what you were
Let me
thinking?
see.
I don't. I assume they are as well. I don't
should
know when
hide.
they're coming, but they're coming.
What are you big ass ain't hiding
Oh, we're
anywhere.
gonna- Surprise
What the
visits,
fuck?
like
Call them fat.
ninja tactics.
Fucking
That's so
hour on
fucking
twink.
I know, Ryan.
Huh?
Maybe you should put some pounds on yourself, you fucking Oranir. Holy fuck.
Oh my lord. Oh, for idling.
You could use the muscle mass.
Oh,
That
my
has got
poor
plenty of
delicate
muscle
ears
mass.
hearing such vulgar language.
That's debatable, but
I mean, look at you.
Wow,
You're like a rectangle.
I don't even.
They're
I-
getting.
I don't think
The hourglass figure.
Right. Okay. I had to
I know,
double
right?
take for a second.
They
I love my hourglass
really, really do not like my parents.
Fucking.
I
Yeah.
I don't think
can
anybody
understand
does.
that.
At all.
I mean, they're still my parents.
By the way,
I know, but they're
mother
still
and father
assholes.
say hi.
Of course they fucking do. person like you on
Oh, Buncha-cha, we're glad you're taking an interest in society again. Oh, darling, their parents aren't that bad.
Oh,
You'll
now I
get
might need
used
a
to
buff bag. Thinking about that shit, holy.
I think they need one.
Oh, for the love of.
Ew. Ew.
Sorry, you
You
don't
know,
have your
hearing
food
about
to hide
yours makes me feel so happy that mine are nothing like
Yeah,
that.
you
Wasn't for
actually
the
have
fact
nice
that you had
parents.
issues with smoke.
They're
and
fun.
imbalance.
Must
They
be
took us to a
nice, right?
festival.
My parents will just beat the shit out of me if I talk back to them. And then we all get along.
I will state no
I mean,
comment.
of course I fucking would. That's why you gotta
They're
beat
very
them the fuck
simple.
back if you had
They're very
muscle
simple
mass.
people.
Yes,
That's
you're
right.
all very simple. We know.
You know, I realize that I am far too sober for this. I am going to get a drink.
If you're drunk off your ass, you're only making this worse.
I just want to be less
Staying
sober.
Yeah.
sober today. Well, I'm trying to stay sober.
How's that going for you?
I won't be blackout.
Fine.
I only need
Try is a
one.
It's not going well for me.
Fingers crossed. By the way, either one of the two of you want any of these mining jobs I got listed?
mining jobs.
Hey, maybe you can actually
Yeah.
gain some muscle.
A lot of people have been taking up a lot of the other commissions. That actually the one that's been getting the least amount of love is a lot of the mining jobs. Do you have any
She's
experience?
just gonna keep harping on that for a while.
I know you were stating a
I'll
clan,
gather
but
re-
my
gather
goodness.
resources and
Understandable.
That's so
He
charged
eats a lot
saying it
and
like
then it
that.
just goes
Okay,
fucking
that's
nowhere. I
actually a
don't
bit
know what the
higher
fuck
down the
happened. He
chart.
just eats so
You
fucking
might be able to
much.
help me out then.
It just
Do
doesn't
you happen to have any steel
happen?
equipment?
I don't
Anything
know.
of that degree or better?
It's just gone.
Not currently.
It's just gone. I don't know if he
Listen,
has
I
a
don't-
black hole in. Yeah, I don't know if he has a black hole in his stomach or what the
Okay,
fuck.
Look, I don't know.
do you
I don't
happen
know
to
the
have,
metabolism
like,
of man. All
a
right.
novice piece of gear or
I'm sure I could.
He's just a whole nother breed. I don't know if it's
Can
a
acquire
whole
some?
aura
Okay.
thing, you
Yeah,
know,
then
being
here,
fucking cool.
you won't unfortunately be able to get what I
He's
need
a
because I
lizard.
need wyvern obsidian and some raw garnets. Those are the big ones that we need right now. But and let's see, I believe it's called some
That's all the gleaners, isn't it?
water. That's gonna be the one that you're listed for
Yes,
today.
yes it is.
Isn't that
Excellent.
in the Sea of Clouds, Neb? The
It's got
effervescent
the
water?
location and everything on the page, as well as the amount. Here you go.
We should go together.
How experienced are you?
Oh great, they're gonna have sex on
I mean, we
another
can figure
sky
it out.
island.
I can figure it out.
What?
Apparently,
This is
according
very-
It's been
do you
how many
have-
times
do you
now?
have some
Is this just
steel
like your
equipment on
ritual or
you?
things
something?
might
No,
happen.
this is-
Excuse me?
Keep an eye out.
I mean, do you have any
I
that I can
see.
Every time, without fail.
In case anything shows up.
They're on an island in
do
the sky,
understand
it's
that.
I
time
told
to
them that
go.
I think that was called paranoia.
I can't supply you guys with all that
It's extreme
equipment all
paranoia.
the time. I can supply
Less
you
I
with
know.
jobs.
Somewhat
You guys need to
At
have
the same time.
Hi.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, I don't have any steel on me because a lot of mine is
Nice to
found
see
this.
you.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Goodbye.
God damn it.
Nice to see you as well.
Okay, fine.
I believe Aster and
probably in a city on the way there.
Zunasu is
Okay.
currently talking with
in that
a new
case, if you
individual.
think
They were
you
talking
have
about
the talent,
how they were surprised
give me
Aster was
just a moment.
awake.
I am in
I'm not sure where
need
they went, but they are
of-
that
I've got
way, I
one
believe.
listing for wyvern.
Also
obsidian.
good. They're probably in the tavern.
I've also
Is that
got
fair?
another for raw garnet.
I saw I like the new
The
outfits.
wyvern obsidian.
Alright.
I don't.
Alright. Understandable.
Got the
I wasn't sure if
location
it
as well as
was
the
an
amount up
outfit
there.
of your
Just need to
choosing.
Get me that listed
The
now.
fur coat
Anything
is
extra
too much.
won't get you anything pretty.
Let's keep you warm
We're
in the
trying to
winter.
sell
There you
it. We're trying to sell it.
And I will probably get that to you
What?
in the next day
Oh,
or so.
I think so.
Nothing.
Looks nice.
Bring your
Oh.
girlfriend over real quick.
Yes, it looks
Okay.
great on you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
What?
You're welcome.
Apparently you're my boyfriend.
I think it
Come
looks
on,
good
come
on you,
Ned wants
but
you.
you know,
Technically, I look good in anything,
Here's your
so I know, but at
satchel.
the same time, it's
Here's
just
your
I
satchel.
mean, true,
Second.
but
I mean, I'm not sure you'd look at my clothing, but
Give me a second.
well, we're
I
not
can pull
testing
it
that
off.
today.
Just take some stitching and shit.
Both of these have some carrot nibbles in them for you. Apparently, a lot of miners talk about actually really giving them a lot of energy and
Carrot
helping them out in the
nibbles?
experience. Mm-hmm.
Did you not
What?
just hear the conversation where I said that, you know, all of the food that he eats just kind of doesn't go really anywhere? It's
Bit
like,
of-
you know,
Oh, I'm sure
That's
it could.
fine. It's less so as in, oh hey, this will get
For
him
the
more
mining
healed
job.
up, and more so as in a lot of miners say that they're able to focus a lot more. They gain a bit more experience. I think is the best word for
I
it
think
when
someone
it comes
will
to getting the
need
job
focus.
done.
The right food gets you in the
It's either
zone
that or
type of
mushroom
thing.
Saute, which I can't really fit inside of the satchels, so
The carrots
Garrett
will be
knows
fine.
it is.
Thank you.
Carol's be fine.
No worries at all.
So,
Now I'll
about
have something
that
to do after
focusing, you're
this.
gonna help me focus?
Oh boy.
I'm just trying to
So
think.
they are going to go fuck on another island. Is what I'm hearing.
I mean,
Again,
Wear protection.
they don't.
Ew.
Wow.
Okay. Whatever, you do you, I suppose. I don't. The more I hear the affairs of men, the less I get.
Oh wait, actually.
I guess that's the case for a lot of
Mhm.
Lockbrits.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Just
Pookies.
actually, Neb, just dawned on me. So have we gotten anything after the mission that we went on?
Well,
Besides,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know who?
Well, we were able to gather a couple of the extra pieces of armor. I think it was just roughly about one set. The other two had been grievously damaged, and we were way too injured to move a whole bunch of gear. We're actually going to be sending an investigation team coming up, who's going to have an entire chest with them specifically for gathering that pieces of armor. But in terms of some gear and equipment, not exactly a whole lot of gil, sadly. Everybody will just be given a pretty allotted slum for repairs, food, management afterwards. Nothing super crazy.
That's fine.
But
I
we
was
did
really
get
worried about
a
the money for
couple-
that one.
Problem at all. We were able to report that we were able to handle some of the situation, and I was given some allotment specs in terms of some gear improvements. If you are in need of anything, armor, weapon. How's your gear finding?
I mean, it's still holding up pretty well so far. Though, maybe at some point I might consider getting something newer done. You know, using fresher materials, fresher metals. I know.
It doesn't even it doesn't have to be something brand new, but like for instance, if you'd be willing to leave me once again one of your pieces of gear, whether it be your weapon or your armor or something like that, I can actually go ahead and bring it over to the town and have some of the old blacksmith give some improvements to it, sharpen her up a little bit, plainer, give her a refresher.
Sounds like a sound idea to me. I'll think about it. I'll get back to you on it, I guess, by the end of the day. You know.
Oh, also, actually,
Mhm.
I do have one thing. I forgot I was playing with this a little bit. So, I took one of the helmets, because once again we were able to gather one of them, and I cleaned her up a little bit, as well as did a little bit of reforging. See if this fits you?
Let's see.
So the helmet, not only is the helmet going to fit just fine, but it's going to look like the headpiece to that armor. How's she feel?
Yeah. Nice. Feels snug. Not choking the life out of me.
Certainly looks like it's meant to
I
be
consider
there.
it a prototype. It's a bit of a prototype to see if possibly we could start reforging some of this armor to start making you guys a little something. Help give you guys some protection to all of this tempering that's been going on. Try her out a little bit. We'll go ahead and do some test runs a little bit later in the day if you want to try to see how it affects you, but for now at least get used to how she feels before we start doing any testing. Make sure she feels good.
Sure.
You wanna come say fucking hi? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm sure they'll probably come up to the desk.
Probably.
I'll be over there in a minute. There was one thing that I thought, like, I probably should have. Well, I wasn't really thinking about it when we were in there. almost bleeding out, but were we able to recover the...
Probably we'll find a place to place your
which ranger was it? Were we able to recover his armor? I'm assuming the other rangers took his armor.
No, we did not touch any of his equipment.
Okay.
Doing that would have set off a whole load of things, so unfortunately we weren't able to, but
Yeah.
I can verify for you that one of those rangers is definitely not with us
Allow
anymore.
me to escort you.
Right.
Here we have our Ironworks worker, Neb, Victor, and Schemingway.
Pleasure.
Greetings.
To make your acquaintance.
Pleasure meeting the two of you.
Tatuaima Luluai. Silver Moon Trading Company.
A renowned name and a more renowned face. Pleasure to meet you.
My name is Vivian.
Pleasure to meet you.
An honor.
As lovely as these pleasantries are, Renan,
Yes, sir.
it's been quite a long journey through the almost winters of Corvus. I believe I would like somewhere to sit down and perhaps warm myself with a drink and food. Would you not believe that
Yes,
that is
sir.
quite custom?
Yes, of course. We have a tavern just down the way. I'll show you to it.
I see.
Well,
Thank goodness. Thank goodness my original name was that and not Schemingway.
It's crazy to me that some of you guys can dive headfirst into quite literally evil itself, but then two Lalafell parents walk on over and it's all of a sudden...
See, because the evil is usually like most of the time monstrous in nature. We fight monsters all the time. Beasts beyond.
Listen,
our-
I have no
our
idea if
understanding.
they're
Fuck,
more
just swing a
dangerous
sword at 'em, it'll
to
be
us
fine.
than Luluma.
But people like that, nobles, political figures, and whatnot that have power that is.
They have a lot of political
that
power and
within
pull, so it's...
pull that we don't.
Yeah. I get you.
We
all
kind of need.
All you gotta do is butter them up, say the sweet stuff that they need to, and do whatever they ask while they're here until they leave.
Yeah. Kiss ass enough until they go away, and then back to business as usual.
There you go. Yep. Exactly what it is. It's unfortunate, but it'd be the way of the world.
Needs to be done.
Unfortunately. In some ways, unfortunately.
But that's alright. It's a temporary thing. Do what we need to, get this day done. Not have to worry about it for a good long while.
Fortunately,
Yeah, hopefully he's right.
I'm not sure how
that's
close.
the only out there. Would be, oh, we really like what you're doing, and blah blah blah. We're gonna come here more often. Like,
We're going to visit.
we're gonna visit more often now.
This time they sent a letter for us to be prepared. Hopefully they don't have reason to come, unsolicited.
Thank you, by the way.
For what?
The helmet.
It's doing my job.
Of course. I'm not sure how close they're expecting Baba and Luluma to be. Courting,
Not as
yes.
close as a married couple.
I'm not going to look or think about it.
That's fair.
It's the
Doesn't exactly concern your work.
No, but it does concern me. So if I look at it, I will start to feel concerned. So,
Yeah. I know I have a problem of
Sight out of
overthinking.
mind.
Exactly.
Yep, that's the plan.
Well,
Easiest thing for me to be
Guess I'll
polite as
see
is
what
just
the,
nod and smile.
I'll go see what the situation is, if there's any
Mm-hmm.
saving, possibly.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Where are they?
They went to the tavern. They said they were hungry.
What was
and
I
wanted to
here for again?
They,
Besides talking to the lovely man? That was it. Yeah, I forget. I set up the commission a couple of days ago, right?
Which commission there, big guy?
Regarding visiting Bestway's burrows, collecting some carrots of happiness of each color, and getting me information on Loving Way and Warring Way.
I think the only thing we really were asking about was the collection of the plants.
I know I managed to do that. I mean, I wasn't exactly coming back to camp today. Pretty sure I managed to do that a couple days ago. I'm not sure if I was supposed to hand that in.
Yes. Well, whenever you finish your commissions, you'd hand them in.
You know, that's a very good point, actually. I'm not exactly remembering, Way. So here. It's the bill of payment. Or commission information, at least. Signatured is completed. And they can at least work on setting up the actual Bestway's Burrows commission properly.
Here goes your guild payout. What do you mean by the burrows? I don't really have a lot of information on that one. What do you mean?
Oh, the Bestway's Burrows, the settlement of the Loporits on Merlimentorum, the moon.
What about it, though? I don't remember giving a commission to go there.
Well, given the fact that I just got the gill, that means I can at least set it up. Of wanting to since I can't go
you
back.
meant you wanted to set up a commission.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is what you need to explain to me.
Apologies.
Okay. Oh, Lord. So you want to set up a commission for people to go there and gather information.
And carrots. Pretty much.
Did you know that you can get carrots from most local farms?
There's a difference between Aetheris's carrots and Merlimentorum's carrots.
Alright. Sure, here. Alright, so you're wanting to gather a couple of the... What do you look at in terms of numbers for the carrots?
At least a couple, if possible. At least for each
That
of the colors.
not a number.
Yeah. Judging by the supply at camp and the amount of space in the storerooms. Free carrots of each color, or at least as many colors as possible. 5 different colors minimum.
And then outside of the carrots, I think you said you wanted some information?
Yes, information on the current status of Loving Way and Warring Way.
Loving Way and Warring Way.
And possibly a disclaimer to not mention me when talking to them.
Okay. Disclaimer to not bring up Schemingway.
Considering that, I've been banished from the burrows, they probably don't like hearing me.
Possibly. Wouldn't be a terrible idea for people to go up and ask about your banishment.
Maybe, but one thing at a time.
All right, understood.
What was it, 1,000 gil for setting up a commission?
1,000 gil minimum.
All right. Here you go. Should be enough. All right.
Okay. I'll try to see if I can advertise it a bit. See if I can get some people to come and take.
Thank you very much, Nabavkar.
Of course.
All right. Now, I shouldn't be bothering you any further here.
You're fine. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go advertise for your job.
Of course.
Okay. Then I could use a little bit of moving around. Been sitting here working all morning.
Plant your boots into the snow rather than into wood.
Yep. Oh, we got someone coming over from the other portal. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna need to handle that.
Yeah, there's always some lonely loser. That's fine.
Oh, you again.
Oh yes, so strong.
I have never forgotten.
How goes it?
I'm fine enough. You?
Hear ye. I am in need of assistance. Got a commission from
Been
someone
gone
who
for a
actually
bit.
works around here. Since
Oh, sorry.
I see an entire group
What?
right here. Would any of you be interested?
Oh, I said I've been okay.
Yeah,
Was
I was just
away
seeing
for several weeks, but
I was just spotting
finally was able to
somebody
come
in the
back here to say
distance.
hello. Oh yeah, she went right on in.
Fair enough. She is the speed of a bullet.
Well.
That is fair.
Where would you like
actually
to see
specifically
first?
need a pass to be able to use the equipment to go there, which this commission does go
I would
for.
like to
Worry not.
anyone you would like to introduce us to.
Come along.
I'd like to know people that you employ.
A certain loperet who happens to live around here is in need of 3 of each color of his carrots to be retrieved, as well as some information on 2 loperets that were up there. Not any crazy
They're the
information,
ones
just a
who's
status
funding this
check.
whole thing.
Oh
shit.
Back to the moon.
Yeah.
What gets maps to the
Bro,
moon?
if I had to hold my arms behind my back even further than I did,
Bite your cheek.
Try my
Just
best, but no guarantee.
bite your cheek.
I might have
Bite your
actually
cheek.
I might have
Oh,
killed
no.
myself or somebody else. Let's just say that.
Go stop her. If she's attempting to get anywhere near
Now.
her, go stop her.
Yes, just so you are informed, you
Aye,
will be on
Glenn.
a section of the moon where the loperets live, as well as there is a nearby bit of gear where we'd ask people not to bother him, but someone who works upon the moon. It is a safe environment. There's a couple of creatures there, just like there is everywhere else, but the place is still just like anywhere else. Wonderful view, though.
You're sitting like that.
I've heard good things.
He has a store.
He brought a chair over.
Oh,
I suppose I wouldn't be against it. How soon is he needing this commission handled?
I am the one-armed
It's not a rush commission.
Get a
Sooner, obviously, the better,
Play
but
it
it's
up
not one
there.
that's going to be stressing anyone on time.
See, how exactly? How does someone actually get there? You said equipment. That is
How's it cooking?
Instructions are actually upon.
That's fair. That's honestly understandable. I'm not aware of what happened here.
No.
Honestly, nothing has happened here, but I am stressed beyond belief. You know how bad it is for viewers to be stressed?
Basically, you guys will be traveling to
Possibly
Garhol,
you lose years of your
where
life.
There is a nearby area that has since been
Yes,
relieved
very
of a lot
much.
of the problems that have been undergone. There's a
Sheesh.
safe path to a machine that will actually teleport you to the necessary location where there is an aetherite where you can then sync to without the worry of any kind of aether sickness.
Sorry.
Ironworks and a couple of the other groups
wait,
are
hold
currently
on,
in
no,
control of it
wrong
right now,
arm.
so we kind of hold passes right now for people to actually be able to go through. Kind of like work visas.
Okay.
Once you're connected to the aetherite,
could I get a
travel
simple
there will be
drink,
really
please,
too
Bella?
easy, in fact. Though, be careful.
Yeah.
Doing things like fishing and mining there and stuff can be
So
a
it would
bit
take your mind off of things.
odd. The minerals and materials are a bit different.
Won't get you drunk, but it will at least make you happy.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I need.
I've never seen that map of the moon. But I say that
There's
to
a
see
couple of... It's not exactly water. Etheric gases have formed strong enough to be similar to sky fishing. But instead it's just essentially aether. The fish kind of odd, unique variants will travel through it. And it's kind of like taking a path somewhere else. And a couple of odd mutations, but we're still trying to figure out what happened there.
Okay. I bet East Garland right now, do you know? Any of you?
After...
I've never actually been.
After
From the few places
conflicts
I've not
with the
been.
world almost ending, it's recovering. The war effort there has pretty much been completely dismantled at this point. So now all the people who were still trying to fight for war are currently beaten into the dirt, and all the rest of them are currently trying to find some form of equality again. Or it's slowly. They still don't really trust us, but
To make sure nothing wrong does
it's a work in
happen, all
progress.
drinks
They won't
are
attack you
heavily reduced
outright.
in
Just don't antagonize them.
Just antagonize the ones here.
I'm just relaxing for now. Wait, why is everything
Don't.
heavily reduced
Now
in
we're the.
alcohol?
Now we're the. So, Commission,
Let's
how
just
do you guys
say
feel?
the sponsors of our whole guild are currently here, and we are trying to put
I suppose it is a unique opportunity.
I'm very interested.
To be able to travel there.
So yeah, to
I've
mass
not been to
cause,
Garlemald
mass
before. It's one of the few
chaos,
places I've not
alcohol
been.
has been
But to the fucking moon.
Never
It is
have quite
mass chaos, so
My old home,
It's
no
only
less.
gonna be 1,000 guild payout, but the work visas
Wanna
that
join
come
them?
with
Hitch
this
a ride.
commission job are permanent.
What if I
You
could?
will be allowed to travel there back and forth. And to be fair, I need people who can start getting some more mining jobs for me done, anyways. So.
I would like to go back though.
Anyone else going to jump at it?
I know.
I mean, I'd like to visit the moon.
I want to travel,
I
but the
think
moon's scary.
Would you like to join?
Throw my boots on the ground.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Well, then you better be at the table.
On the table, perhaps.
Working technically?
Would you all be willing to include Bella upon your party for this commission?
No problem working with them.
Moon time.
Moon
So
time.
who am I signing upon this job?
Lucky.
No.
No?
To be honest, I've outside of Charlene, I've only ever been to Eorzea and Kugane, and you know all of Doma, but that's kind of in together.
It'll be a trip for a good number of us.
Okay.
You, myself.
I do realize, yeah, the path you'll take will basically have you go the scenic route through Maryland and Torum, but you'll be fine. I can handle it.
I'm sorry, the moon.
The man, yes.
What have you been up to
I
these last
sup-
9 months?
I suppose you haven't been acquainted with Schemingway then.
Anyone else joining for this commission?
Well, I suppose you just got here, so I wouldn't blame you if you haven't. If you don't mind.
Why not?
No, when I was much younger, I heard a rumor about the moon. Is it actually made of cheese?
No.
Just go ahead and sign your name on it.
Oh.
I mean, you could punch holes in
That's a
it,
little disappointing.
but that's with the right equipment.
Tankers is going to be so healed.
I know the
No worries,
burrows and
Sax.
building
Using
way
a job that
certainly had the
requires
right
any kind of
equipment.
combat or fighting.
Though,
Once
with my
again, you guys
absence,
will
I
be
can
going
only
down a very
wonder
safe
how
route. The only place where you
things may
might
be
have to do with a little bit
changing
of
over
combat
there.
is heading over to the burrow where you guys will be heading to. There's some creatures out there,
No, haven't had the chance.
so keep on your guard. But if you guys just go ahead and follow the path pretty safely and... Oh! Got it! Loports are very unique. It will be an entire facility full of them. Yes, it will be at the most extreme. So just understand that they are a unique bunch. Yes.
I'd be very interested to see the home of our moonbound collaborator, so to say. Very interesting.
Almost forgot.
I've heard many a tale in Shalian from a few of them.
I mean, hey, at least a good chunk of you have gotten training with me.
So, what I'm gonna need you guys to do for me, please, is before you guys go out, stop on by the tent to make sure that I can go ahead and get you guys your passes. Don't worry about it today. We're gonna have to finalize and reach out to the Ironworks to get everything else solidified. But in the next coming days, come on by. I'm gonna give you your guys' passes, so that way you guys should be all good. Follow the path and the route. I'll be giving you guys all the equipment you need. It's a pretty simple job, actually. Like I said, you'll just be gathering 3 of each type of carrot. There's a couple of different colors, so keep your satchel bag nice and empty. Once you've gathered those, it's gonna be, I believe, make sure I'm reading this right, Warringway and Lovingway?
Yes.
Shouldn't you be bringing
Yep, you're gonna be doing a status check on them. You're basically just gonna make sure that
Slade.
both of them are basically
I would if I
doing well,
could.
or if they're having
Slade,
any
I'm gonna be
troubles.
honest with you.
Simple stuff
I
like
wouldn't
that.
be
And
I
if
wouldn't
they
be putting
are-
out the commission if I could actually
Guess
go.
what? You guys will be the one dealing with it.
Neb,
Oh.
can I go to the moon still?
My apologies.
It's all right. It's all right. You just forgot. It's fine enough.
Oh, it's a great idea. You'll love it.
I only want to go back to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I step on you?
Same here.
How many people can go on this commission?
But I am. You know, I never did specify a limit.
Yeah, no. This isn't actually like a mission contract where you're going out to a dungeon or anything. You're basically just
Or at least
going
of how many people could join.
Just a routine trip.
It's more about this
Well, I've never been, so I'm down to do some exploring.
I don't really blame him, to be honest.
Floating off into space.
Reckless.
No, there is not a risk to floating off to space unless you just
Our former
watch over him.
allegiances.
Don't make me come on this.
The
I
instructions
understand.
on your sheet.
Easy. He keeps them in line.
I don't blame his anger.
Considering what happened, you're emotional. I understand. But we had to put our foot down.
I work for a living. I can help you.
Just making my introductions. Hello. Hatawai Ma Luluai. The Silver Moon Trading Company at your service. I hear you work with my daughter.
Yes, sir, I do. I am
Don't
essentially
worry
her
about
right hand when it comes to a lot of the work around here. I'm a veteran from over Baja, but I'm also an Ironworks employee as well. So I handle a good mix of the paperwork and a lot of the contract dealing.
Ah, quite a background for a working man, as you say.
I try my best.
Well, I'm simply going around, taking a break from my daughter's tour to meet some of her employees.
Understood. You'll find that a lot of the adventurers here are very well skilled. Even some of the newer ones are working together with a lot of the partners here to actually improve their skills over time. They genuinely are some of the best adventurers I've sat beside.
Yes, minus the ones that float off into space.
Tove is actually shockingly impressive with a lot of his skill. Before he even was actually a full paladin, he was even going up against creatures like behemoths. He's improved greatly and shows a lot of prowess.
Well, heart of body is a skill in and of itself. A pleasure.
And a little stubborn, I think.
Well, as you've heard, I am Tatawai.
Tatawai?
It's nice to meet you.
I
This
suppose
is
the rest of
Zay.
you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Zay Nasu. It is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Good day. And what do you do around here?
I'm a paladin by trade, free one. I just help where I can, protecting those who can't protect themselves.
Well, paladins on either side of me. I do feel quite safe.
I would hope so, sir.
Well then. And the rest of you?
Victor.
Victor Valkyrian.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, now that we've figured out how clockwise works.
They call me Aster. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am a conjurer and a white mage, a healer of a sorts, by trade.
Ah,
I
quite
try to make sure that any who are injured are seen to, and soothe their pain, so to speak.
Quite good. The structure of having your infirmary up so many stairs leaves much to be desired, wouldn't you all agree?
And it's a bit more makeshift. We have better facilities elsewhere.
Noted.
Goodness knows I can do a lot in the field. Most of the time, don't
On the
even
next
need
one.
the infirmary.
That's true.
My current given name is Schemingway. I'm from Mare Lamentorum. A pleasure to meet you.
Ah, hold on myself. Pleasure.
Hello, I am Melody. I'm actually a gleaner from Old Shirley, but I've recently been picking up work here since the staff here has been so accommodating and very friendly.
Thank you.
It's actually very tempting for me to leave my old work, to be honest. I also work as a astrologian. Very practiced and such.
My statement
Yes,
is done.
I'm glad that my daughter is making a place that's attracting so many skilled individuals. Bringing them together. And the last one.
I think they're having a bit of trouble.
I see. They had to step away. Well,
Yes.
pleasure meeting you. It's been quite a long trip, by foot, walking here. And it's glad to see that my daughter's doing well. I hope that she's been fairly safe, given all the happenings around here.
Oh, of course.
Very, yes.
Of course.
Naturally.
She's the
Absolutely
smartest of all of
to
us. I
that.
think she would help us in that situation.
I don't doubt it. Well, I won't take you away from your meeting for your commission any longer. A pleasure meeting all of you.
The same to you, sir.
Best of luck, sir.
It was nice meeting you too, man.
Lovely seeing you again, Tova.
I don't believe I've made your acquaintance yet.
Possibly not. I'm still.
I am suffering very much. Please don't mention it.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Enziriel Sidhu.
Oh, it's blue.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, this is a minor trading company.
Oh, that's fair.
I believe you know my
Miss your chance to introduce yourself to
I have
Luluma's father.
known them for a little bit now. They've been
But,
helping us
you know,
in
I'm...
this area.
That was more terrifying than fighting that behemoth.
Yes.
I had to steal my
Yes.
mind.
Yes, anyways, the moon.
Yes.
I hope you have a wonderful
My own home. Well, what used to be my home.
If you must.
After all, at this point, I consider this place more my home than anywhere else.
I'd be a poor friend if I allowed parents to go around unescorted.
I feel like this place is somewhere Aster's gonna love because of all the new things she can find.
You really are quite.
I mean, who wouldn't be excited?
Alright. True, it is going to be a notable experience for anyone that hasn't been. For many a reason. Namely, you get to see a Ferris from, well, from the stars.
Talk about the portal. You know,
Oh, that's a good point. I could draw the planet. It's like a proper top-down map. You don't have to do the way you normally make maps of like globes. You have to take a lot of measurements of coastlines and stuff, and it's a whole process. And in the end, it just tends to be a lot easier to just reference other map makers and.
What? Because it's on a big round thing.
I thought
That's the cool part.
I don't know if
I can figure out how that works.
Maybe you could
From
take a
an
globe
aerial
with you and
perspective.
make sure it's accurate.
as far as any of us are know, they know nothing about recent events.
If you're on the moon and you're afraid of heights,
Round things are very hard to transport.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna fall off the moon if your feet are still planted.
Tell him to
Oh my god.
I think that would.
That's a 12, that's a
Thanks.
bloody good idea.
Drinks to calm everyone's nerves.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bella.
I'm more excited than anything.
Yeah, my nerves are quite fine.
I think the
Making
excitement
me
of the
nervous
commission
right now
is
with a certain someone.
overpowering the nervousness of the visit.
Ooh.
Oh, my nerves are quite fine. I'm just not having down
What?
You said someone was making you nervous. Who would that be?
To be honest, the tensions between
I was just saying the general, well, excitement of the potential of the commission
You wouldn't know.
probably overpower the
How familiar
nervousness
are you with
of their visiting.
I think I might have caught wind of.
their
Yeah.
empire? Yeah.
I am not, you know.
Fortunately, we were able to catch Zen before she got too excitable.
How well known is that trading company?
So you know that country that opened their
True.
borders recently, Tyrol? They've had trade relations for years.
God, all she had to do was the nub thing to them one time.
Good that probably means
Others.
really important.
Who?
Essentially, the entirety of the country was basically cut off, mostly because there was
They own a company
to
in
and
Ulda.
from Tyrol and through the ocean. So unless you were attuned to
A lot of
there,
money.
it was kind of difficult to make the journey.
One of the wealthy merchants there, basically nobles themselves.
Fuck, I'm realizing Mark's going to be so fucking jealous.
Their system of governance is based entirely around who has the most money.
Well, yes. Making them nobles.
Explaining to this one here.
Oh, it's a very beautiful country. I mean, that's where we picked up a lot.
Definitely a lot less bureaucracy. Well, I guess no, there'd be its own special bureaucracy that way.
Translate to here.
Oh, yes.
I guess.
Oh, yes, it is. I can confirm this.
Sorry?
Melody, I believe, was referencing Charlian bureaucracy versus Old Dawn bureaucracy. I believe they're
accidentally left his pen
probably
open
about the
in
same, just in different
warehouse,
categories.
and we tried looking for him, couldn't find him.
What do they call themselves now? Do they still call themselves the monetarists and the what was the other one?
Probably for the best though, considering
the Sultans
Royalists?
were actively hunting chocobos.
Something like that, yes.
We don't want to give them a reason to come back.
Then,
around here anytime
unless
soon.
it's changed, which last time I checked it quite hasn't.
No, they're quite stuck in their ways still.
Yes, there are two, well, I hate to call them competing, but two political powers within Uldar.
Those things are.
They don't quite get along. The syndicate who tries to then puppet the Sultan, or Sultana in this case. She is still in power, right?
Oh yes, quite. Lovely lady she is.
I saw her
Yeah.
from a distance. Delivering coffee.
Yes. I remember you mentioned.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh, come off it, Tova.
Yeah, but not no, I am so much more capable of things, and they're still sending me to deliver coffee and letters.
You would hate being a leader.
I mean, I'll have a talk with them, and we'll see if we can't upgrade your training. All right? How does that sound?
Yeah, that'd be a big problem.
You gotta have a balance with these things, man. Can't be running out fighting big monsters every single day.
Gotta earn people's trust as well.
does have a point.
They're not going to trust you with big, dangerous work until they know that you're dependable.
And it's not just their trust you're trying to earn, it's the people's trust as well.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, no, I get
And
you.
I'll force them to trust me. I swear to God I will.
I don't think you can force trust, but I do get your meaning.
That's not how that works.
They speak sense, Toba.
You've seen how patient I am in Ul'dah, right? You know that's a joke. I'm not going to force...
I don't know if I would
That's
call it
fine.
patience, but it's definitely something.
It's calm tension.
Sure, they'll show up eventually.
While I wait for the day to
Right,
Tension.
is that what you're calling it?
Yeah.
It's me boiling over inside, but not letting it show on the outside until I'm shaking.
Oh,
shit.
Uh-oh.
Victor?
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
Car's
take your
down
time.
quick. I think my powder's starting to flicker, so yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
dear.
just shut all my stuff down. And oh wait.
Oh, wait.
Still
No.
work.
I thought I was gonna have to use my wake him up special.
Let's assume things are fine for now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll give you.
yes. Oh, yeah.
Maybe to you, but maybe not to
This is at least this is a surprisingly rare opportunity now that I think about it, because hey, you get to see a Ferris from the stars, see a new ecosystem, probably fight in that ecosystem, now that I realize.
If we can avoid it, we will.
Yes.
On your journeys to go, make sure you watch the mech. They're still rampant.
Oh.
Keep
Yes.
in mind.
Also, watch your step for landmines. There's been a lot more of those of late.
They're still active?
On the moon, or do you mean somewhere else?
I hope.
I think he speaks of Garlemald since we need to go through there.
I was about
Oh,
to say.
shit.
Last time I checked, we did not put landmines on the moon.
I was going to say that.
careful.
I would be very surprised, Schemingway.
Take like a big,
Fortunately,
Send us
to my
with the
knowledge,
guys.
there is no bombing way,
you know.
so I'm thankful
Having
on
war
that
is
front.
something that's important.
Oh, good. That would be a great title, though.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Same design that's used in Boja, then I'm sure that they can be easily disarmed.
Yes, that's exactly.
Maybe.
Watch your step.
Suppose if anything, I guess you could be joining us.
Here you go. Use this. Just hands like a kind of
Hey.
Magitech controller. This will detect any landmines going forward.
Thank you very much.
Make sure you don't. You'll need it.
You just keep that on you, huh?
Of course.
Well, I mean, I assume it's a never know when you may need it type of thing.
I don't want to go to the moon too soon.
Do you want it back?
Standard issued.
That probably won't be happening for a while, right?
Yes, you're in no rush. After all, you've seen the size of the carrots in the infirmary and in the stockroom.
I must say they're scrumptious.
They're big enough that I'm practically
Please
able
don't
to
say that
use it as a
again.
bludgeon.
I feel like
My dad
Right,
always said
so
horrible
you know-
things about the Garleans. I'm gonna tell him.
Alright, I'll tell the full tale from. So you know the end of days, yes?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
How could I forget?
Hard to find someone I wasn't.
So basically,
I wasn't.
True point.
World was ending. As it turns
woken
out,
up yet.
the Charlian council was working with the operates on the moon in order to create an evacuation plan. So built a big ship. Whole plan was made. It was really cool. And then they didn't go to the moon. They went somewhere else and killed the thing, causing the end of days. And then things are good now. So now the moon's just kind of cool
Definitely needs a sharpen.
and sitting there. Actually, I realize you probably can tell it way better than I can. I know like half the
Or
details.
at least my
telling?
part of the story, at least.
Yeah.
The original plan was
You were actually one of the moon
Charlie
dwellers.
collaborating with us to see about the evacuation plan, or the Exodus, as we called it. See about evacuating as much of mankind from the star as possible, and then find a way to, well, I think the correct term by Schemingway was slingshotting the moon away from the star's gravitational pull in hopes of finding a new star that wasn't ravaged by the final days for us to resettle on.
That's still not something that could happen, right? We're not gonna be on the moon and then.
That's not.
No. There were specific measures in place for that. Plus, it would require practically almost half of Eferis's, or at least a man of Eferis's ether to start the engine properly. Not like give up your life type, but you know, similar to summoning. But, you know, not as imperfect
We
as
could all be living.
what causes primals.
We could all be living on the moon, floating through space right now.
And subsisting off of almost nothing but
I feel like
carrots.
it'd be rather boring. With not a care in the world. That's.
But plenty of carrots in the world. Okay, I tried.
I'd go insane if I only had to eat carrots.
That was brought up to us. Don't worry.
Pizzas.
You know, he asked me to try to cook one of those things into a meal. Did
it work?
It's nigh impossible.
Ah.
So they gotta be roasted carrots.
Too chemically dense?
The problem is that they're already a complete food, to be honest. It's kind of hard to cook something that's already a complete meal into a meal.
Fair argument. The orange ones were basically
Pairing
meant to
it
be
with
a
other
full
things,
meal by
perhaps.
themselves.
Otherwise.
But yes, we can go to the moon. It's pretty cool. I'm very excited. I never thought I never even thought that this would be a thing that I get to do in my life. This is very cool.
Plus, I do know your destination from Garlemald and the Burrows itself does have an Aephorite that you can attune to. So you won't need to make the long trip more than once.
There's an aetherite up there. Who made that? You.
It would be nice.
We did from help from Charlene.
Oh, you can imagine the fucking fee on that thing, though. Do you know how far the fucking moon is from
I don't want
Paris?
to think about it, actually. That hurts my wallet. Just
Imagine what as bad as it is to try to get from
Heavy stuff is here.
around here all the way to Kugane.
The moon is on Etheris.
There was a reason why I took the boat back.
What?
The means to get
I
to the
I get
moon
to
is on a
Much
test.
longer
No,
Significantly cheaper.
yeah, the moon is right here. Is what you say.
It's on a thing.
Oh, I see. Oh,
I'm saying that.
Tova.
Oh yeah.
This,
probably.
I think approximately you could, from what we were able to figure out with the astrological experiments, that you could fit several planets between here and the moon.
Exactly.
Big
Sounds
distance.
about right. Great distance, but
So,
there's nothing here in between.
Thankfully.
Good point.
Besides,
I guess it's up to them how they do the aetherite feats, but still, it's going to cost a lot out of my bank if I ever want to go up there and gather rare materials. Would I even know how to clean
Stop
stuff in there?
working for one of the grand companies. They hand out vouchers for things all the time.
Oh yes, the quartermaster's there. Yes.
It's tempting, but I don't know how that will affect my status as a gleaner. It's a bit better now, but you know we still had that whole thing of like, oh, Charlene's very neutral. So it's like a bit like we don't know what the bureaucracy is about that now. There's no precedent. It's a whole thing. It's a bit worrying. Even this sort of pseudo adventuring stuff I have been doing, it's been like a bit concerning, to be honest. As exciting as the work is. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to get Mock lose his job. He loves to work as a gleaner.
How is your brother, by the way? Haven't really kept up with you both this past week.
He's doing well. He drew the short end of the stick and had to stay home and make the report to our boss about stuff. And try and convince, try and present our case for moving a bird over there. Still need to hear back from him on how that goes. So I imagine he's taking a well-needed rest. That's why I'm over here getting more material for our boss.
You're gonna make him very jealous.
Yes, paperwork and talking with our bosses and all of that is it's a headache. Necessarily, of course, we can't just be bringing in whatever we want into Labyrinthos. You need to make a case for it. You need to explain why if it's not requested, explain why it's needed. Convince someone that it's needed. Get them to request it.
No.
Today? No, not since we arrived.
Yeah. I haven't been in town for like a couple of weeks.
He might blow
Do you
the
need
Why?
him for something?
I'm concerned the interaction between him and them.
He might be doing it right now. If anyone's going to save
Wait, between who and Neb, the
He
father?
is the warrior of light.
Sorry?
I was about to say between who and Neb?
Not
Theoretically?
Neb.
Oh.
I haven't
Ryder
seen him
and
today, so I don't
Lady
know.
Luma's.
Oh, I see. Well, hopefully we're able to catch up to him when he arrives faster than he'll find them.
Maybe.
The Warrior of Light being here must be like, wow, Luluma, you're doing such a good job. Until he opens his mouth. Then it might be an issue.
Yeah, that's a problem, actually.
I mean,
oh my
he's-
goodness.
He's literally the savior of our world. So I think there's a certain amount of nonsense talking he can get away
He
with.
manages to put his foot pretty far into his mouth.
He's a very likable and relatable guy to not syndicate or royalty or rich people or civilized people. Yes. Yes. To me.
Are you syndicate or royalty?
No, he doesn't piss me off. He pisses off those people. That's what
Oh,
I was
that is
Exactly,
the
and that's
problem,
who his
actually.
That's who her parents are.
That's what I'm saying. He probably shouldn't be over there, but I'm not going to judge him.
That's
He's
what
the
we were
lawyer.
saying.
I mean, for Heidelin's sake, if it wasn't for Cinder stepping in, he probably would have tried strangling me.
Right, and this is the man we call the Warrior of Light?
That's what I said moments before that happened.
Mox still isn't convinced.
So what do you want about his speaking
For
skills?
reference, Mox is my
He's,
brother.
an incredibly
I care not really for his speaking
strong
skills,
individual.
it's his actions that concern me.
He gave me like 100k gil to go to the gold saucer. Then when I showed back up and I didn't have the gil because I had gambled it, he choked me.
I don't know what he expected.
And this is the savior of our star.
That's what I said to Phelan.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That is quite a lot of money.
Believe what you want. I've yet to be convinced.
You.
And then
I envy you.
300k gil to try and triple it. And I'm still trying to make that money back.
I do not envy you, my friend. That's
Yeesh.
a lot of money. I do not envy you.
Yes.
I think he forgot. It's okay.
He can forget about that much money.
Yes, let us hope he did forget.
Sadly.
Gold saucer was cool though.
400k. Yes, you lost 400k at the
Almost $500,000.
It was really easy if you just try.
That's honestly.
Of course you could throw away almost $500,000 gil if you just try. There are plenty of lakes.
better, Tova.
I also.
There are many lakes and rivers. Why do you think...
At least you spent it on something.
Is that why that one Loperet tried gold panning?
What?
There was a Loperet that
There are far
attempted
better
to try
ways to
gold
make
panning
currency,
in the
my friend.
ether.
In the ether?
The ether flow on the moon.
Why?
Neb already told you. I don't know. I'm assuming he picked it up from somebody.
By the way, it took a whole week.
Why would he think it would work there?
It wasn't a day.
I can only hazard a
Still
guess.
lost 400k, Tova.
I didn't lose the entire time. I won some. Then I lost.
Ah, see, that's your problem.
I
You
see.
kept going.
Let's
Yeah. Such is the barbed hooks of gambling. Yeah. It looks you, and then the reels you in when you're winning. This is why I'm not allowed to go to the gold saucer.
The phrase "quit while you're ahead" comes to mind.
It's probably a good idea.
But yes, I know the ecosystem of Mare Lamentorum. Well, it's not friendly to Lopra. It's odds are good it may not be too friendly to you.
Naturally.
Like, if I recall correctly, there was gelatin, similar to slimes, grenades, similar to your bombs, and thinkers, which I'm not sure are similar to much.
We'll figure it out when we get
Naming Way called them that. I'm not going to question her judgment. But we're in no rush.
Nope.
Okay, that's true.
Besides, you're not using the excuse of my commission to flee to the moon to escape Luluma's parents.
Why would I need to flee them? They're not that bad.
Exactly.
I can finally be a gremlin.
Well,
They'll hit you in the head, you know.
Zen.
I'll hit you back on my blood side.
Black.
I guess I should take a look around.
I'm still unsure of who that is.
Oh, Ryder.
I think I know.
If you like that spiked with something
What?
strong.
Oh, I'll spike it myself.
Hey, everybody.
They're a new person.
In the dress. No, down.
I have a mighty request.
That's Boom Cha Cha.
What's up?
Oh, what?
One black coffee.
Yeah, the one with the big bag.
Whatever the fuck is going on there, he is biting people.
I know Luluma likes to spike her stuff with that.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I just had to check with Beck Luck on the other side to grab some soul crystals.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
He's not attuned to the Aetherite?
Thank you, everyone, for helping out. Really.
I can get there
It's
just
helped a
fine.
lot.
It's different.
Whoever you are. Owed a dessert, and I will receive it.
Claim to understand how inter-reflection travel works.
I'm not sure you can reasonably do Aetheryte travel to a reflection.
I don't know.
Maybe?
I mean,
I wouldn't know.
I was I'll ask Sarai. Sarai would know more about it than me.
There's a lot I would need to figure out about the reflections in that regard.
Yeah, like I can use my my teleportation to go over there just fine, but I don't know about the others. That's it.
I'm taking a few of these. There's heavy drinks on the
I
counter
set up
if you want one.
commission.
Something wrong?
Oh, thank the 12. Finally, some drinks.
Presumably lower in alcohol content though, due to today.
Something wrong, you two?
No, nothing.
Oh, he's just apologizing for not sending me a missive about you. Look, I would have been. I would have liked to have
was
known that
going
when
to. I was going.
To be fair, he's been
What do
very
you think
busy
I
over
felt
late.
when I came here and she was just standing there like nothing had ever happened?
He makes
You know, I
haven't had the
left,
heart
I
cut
left a
it yet.
note by your bedside that said, "Message, send a letter to me when you wake up."
Not like that, but
And the
okay. Hi.
fucking nurses threw it out.
Hey guys, look, get out of the way of the door.
Not in the way
I don't want to.
as she actively gets in the way of the door.
You were fine.
Two people banished from their home, making sure people can pass through it safely. Really just remembering the factor of what me and Slade are trying to do.
Treating you as well as I can.
For the sake of my commission, anyway.
And with all
Just trying to stay out of everyone's way. You're fine.
Gotta cover the top of the drink to make sure it doesn't spill when I drop down.
Up there,
As much as I'd like to go, it's best I stay here.
Well, I know
By
you've
your own
been
admission.
into the observatory before, but you haven't been recently.
Let me know if you.
There we go. I spilled my damn drink because the damn dragoon decided to jump at me when they're supposed to jump in the air.
You can take mine.
I mean, line of them right there. Just take another.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyways,
damn dragoon.
Careful, she might steal it again.
No, she jumped on me, which then caused me to drop my drink. By the way.
Is that alcohol? Former dragoon. Sounding right here.
Yeah, it's melon juice.
Oh.
Now you're drinking alcohol again.
Leave me alone. Look, sometimes in life.
Help you.
Let him have his drink. otherwise he'll
What?
get your prize.
I don't recall this one. And they mysteriously stare at us from above and then leave.
Don't worry, guys. I'm on
Who
it.
the fuck?
What?
Ah.
No, Zen's already going.
You've been beaten to the punch.
Alright, you do with it.
I mean, hey, your job is sample collecting, correct?
That vampire, you're bite size.
Say again? Sorry.
One of your
That's what you
facets
said.
of your job is, of your employment is sample collection, right? You'll have
Yes.
plenty of
I collect samples
opportunity
and
when up on
research.
there.
Have no fear, I can very much handle
I've actually nothing to collect at the moment. They tell me to collect things and then I collect them, but once they learn that I can, they will be very interested in giving me work up there. Which means plenty of times to visit. And a lot more work. Maybe I won't tell them.
Do you think? Yeah, I was
I'll
about to
figure
say.
it
Do
out.
you think it would be wise to tell them that you're able to travel to the moon, like more directly?
On the one hand, I get to visit the moon more because they give me money in order to get up there. On the other hand, work. So it's sort of sort of thing. Got to figure it out, but
I mean, hey, new variety.
Plenty of interesting minerals up there, probably.
I wouldn't know. As far as I know, I remember from a geological survey we found something called bismuth. I forget what else we may have found. I think there was probably one researcher that came up and labeled something by the name of lunar adamantite.
I'd be excited to look into it. Not the most expert in minerals, but I know how to collect them.
No, I'm not mining way. After all, we had to gather the materials to create the burrows and all the needs for the Exodus somehow. Eidolon didn't exactly just give us the burrows and tell us to work with it. Mysterious person secured, it seems like.
Yeah, the dude is gone, but now we have our friend over there.
Ah, you're back in regular attire,
Who's over right now?
Bunchacha.
Oh, hi, Bunchacha. You
Hi again.
You missed an awkward. What?
I was the one in the blue dress.
Yeah,
that was you? No one told me. Apologies. You were talking
you're
so different.
fine.
I didn't
I
even
hate it.
recognize you. Okay.
Fair enough.
Rich noble assholes.
I'll omit this from my memory.
Right. I've had my fair share. I had my fair share.
Oh, that was awkward. I could have said hi properly.
Yeah, they are just as you could probably imagine.
Man, I go for drinks surprisingly quick.
Handled it just fine, and they decided to fuck off for the time being.
I mean, I don't know why no one's ever
Hi, Phelan.
up here anyway. Like that's. Oh, hey, Schemingway, how's it going?
I'm going good.
Hey.
I managed to set up a commission
Just happened to be the.
for people to
Oh, you
visit
good?
Mare.
I went down the wrong pipe. By the 12, I almost died right there.
Oh shit!
Shit,
I
man.
thought it's almost because you were smoking something bad. Like, damn, bro.
Damn. Bad or good? Depends on your definition.
I guess by some people's standards.
Why do you think I smoked something? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Wait.
Come on, man.
Is it
Tried it?
bacon usually smoked?
It might calm you down.
What now? What?
Have you
did
ever
you wanna-
tried it? It might calm you down a bit. You know, that way you're not so yelling at everybody.
Look, don't you throw the cig of weed in my face. I've heard of that shit on the other side.
What?
I mean, you could use it from time to time because you get angry all the time. Please don't shoot me again.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
Something similar.
I'm just saying because you could use it sometimes.
I would.
You just could use it.
Oh,
Sometimes.
yeah,
I have
right.
questions.
Hey, do you want to swap
Any of that stuff?
Sure, if you're down.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should
I
have
am.
to go on the
down.
other side and get it then.
Fuck yeah.
Sure. All right.
Wish if I could, I would. But I can't.
Where
There,
did Juna
I choose
go?
not
come
to
to think
because I
about
don't
it?
want to.
Where did Luma go, actually?
They sort of walked that way, out of the gates. They walked out the gates, so I assume they're going out into the forest to go scream, because they were very much not happy about it.
That's understandable, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, they're back.
Were you the one perching on the rooftop?
No. I was walking from down there. That was not.
Wait, then who was
everyone
that?
saying it was me?
Oh, you had unfortunate timing. You walked in the direction the guy ran off in.
I see.
I didn't
It
see
was just like a
anyone.
weird. Probably ran off into the woods of a mountain or something. But there was just some weird guy in a coat up there. Didn't get a good look at him. He's just sort of like. And then he buggered off.
Once everybody
down the
started
way.
looking at him.
No.
Very strange.
Weird.
His attire reminded me of our aura.
Very weird.
Of our little aura samurai.
I don't know what the fuck.
Or is it
Never mind, I
aura?
was gonna ask.
You know what
Point
you know what I
is
mean.
that, no, I literally just got
Aura.
back from walking down that path. So this is the first time I'm hearing it, and this is a weird first be like, hey. And I was expecting to say, oh, hello, and then all stuff, but then no, people started coming at me and then started mentioning the whole weird, creepy vampire dude.
That was a vampire?
That was a weird way to start a conversation. Well, yeah, he once walked up to me, asked for me to suck my blood.
Well, he's polite enough to ask.
Very strange.
Yeah, but I turned him down.
Hey, can I suck your blood? No. Aw.
Were you on dive at the time? That sounds like a. Almost like a prostitute a little bit.
I'm not sure I'm a good supply.
I don't know. I may be slightly tipsy. I drank a few ales, and also I got a really good job earlier, so I'm very wordsy right now.
Blood isn't rich in ethos.
Fair enough.
So I think I'm off the hook.
Trying not to get too
I'm not sure.
Nip.
Pretty sure there is probably a similar amount of ether in most beings. It's just that your kind are unable to able to harness
well
it.
enough.
I'll get you
Yeah.
bandages.
Wonderful, thank you.
Careful with the slipperiness.
It's about the same height as she normally is.
Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Hello, how are you?
Doing alright. Just been walking around and just had to take care of
Also,
some
apparently
things.
Ryder's doing they're sparring out there and
Oh, yeah, with
gonna
Victor.
let people know if anyone wanted to watch.
I will allow one snark. So
Let me
how
know
did
if they
Corden
pull
go?
anything.
One snock. Fine. Very okay. Today, on my end, went very well. In the long term, that it doesn't. It gets more and more complicated.
There you are.
I'm going to go to bed.
All right. You have a good night.
Very well, Slade.
Out of character.
You know,
She's giggling. That's how I know she's up to no good.
what do you expect? She's a dragoon. She's always up to no good. What do you expect her
That sounds.
to do?
Don't we have other dragoon that are not as
God damn it! Why?
not as that?
Grabs tail. Oh no, you don't.
Boy.
Let's go. You always do this every single time. Every single time.
If you like my tale so much, why don't we do it in bed anyway?
Wait, what? Oh? Oh?
I can't tell if that's a joke
Excuse
or a
me?
genuine flirt.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna pretend that.
If Ryder can handle,
Let's see how
if Ryder can handle her, so can
let's see
you.
how I'm gonna see how they're doing. Hopefully they're not killing each other.
Run down on the whole moon situation.
You know what?
I've heard about that.
Moon?
About that.
Oh, moon job.
Yes, I'm
So,
sorry. I've been
letting you
in
know,
Russia for the last 2 years.
there is massive bruises, like handshake
I'm
bruises on her
actually
arms.
a Baja vet. Huh. You as well?
I've been dealing with this for years. You'd think I'd know better.
Instead of bandages, wait for them on.
First lieutenant on the front lines.
No, I should have spiked her coffee, but if I did that, she'd never take it from me ever again.
Sorry, been a while since I've.
Oh, believe me, I checked before I drank
Most
it.
of us are either still out there or dead in the ground.
I know
so
you
that's-
do.
For good reasons.
Sorry. That's good to hear.
No, for
actually.
terrible reasons.
I would still be out there, but they kind of told me I had to go.
Is that going to be enough?
Seeing as I was overworking.
You want to go get
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I gotcha. Well, let me go and give you some updates then. So, big things that have been going on around the general area. There is a group that is currently about.
So is there a trading way? Merchant way?
I think there is a trading way. Or a selling way.
Very, very strong crowd there.
I believe they were trading in
travel to
gems.
Aetherius way?
But they're a little bit
That's kind of a traveling way. I think there probably is one. They probably tried to map out all of Maryland and Torah.
Reason for this.
Trading way,
Wouldn't
I
that be a mapping way?
think. Well, I guess they're interchangeable.
Light coming out of it.
Either that or traveling way and adventuring way are interchangeable. Maybe they're siblings. Actually, no, technically all of us are siblings. Besides the point.
You want the first person to ask to say that.
I think my first instinct is that, like, traveling way probably... No, trading way.
Whatever.
Like, presumably trades in either goods or, your gill. Last I heard of him before banishment, though, I think he was saying something about gemstones?
Interesting.
Can't tell if it was just because of the stones of Affairs or something else.
They've had a couple of them traveling with them, and we believe there might even be an entire beast tribe of chocobos. So be careful around them. A lot of the time you're looking for oddly colored chocobos as well as people that have red pupils or glowing red. Bits and pieces.
Aside from that,
Very
research,
unfortunate for you.
research, study, and a bit of practice.
I wasn't sure if I was meant to go with
Find
the
out a few new
conversation.
spells.
Oh, sorry,
hello.
sorry. We're good.
I
We're
got
good.
you.
Sorry, thought I'd get it
And the
better.
pendants they wear are
better
of red NA chocobos.
That's
so-
okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm working through.
It's
my
not like I exactly blend in with the skyline.
The conversation I had one on with her, how much she expects children.
Best
I
thing
think
that
I could
can
only
go ahead and
blend in
suggest
with the
to you
buildings.
is when these situations do occur, if you start realizing that any of this is too much for you, Luluma's got me going to a therapist over.
Given
in
how
Old
much I
Charlotte.
have a habit of talking, I don't
didn't
think I
realize
can
how
measure
bad
as
some of
a
my
sneaking
PTSD was
way.
until I actually really start facing it. So, if you are having some trouble coming back into the world, as well as
Okay, I say that. I was able to keep
almost a lot
Sturm
of
during
adventures,
the parento
let me
visit.
know. We can.
How long do you think I've been
get you
doing
out.
this?
Yes. Thankfully, I'm well acquainted with dealing with
Take your time.
nobles.
It's not forced. I'm just letting you know the door's there if you ever feel like you're.
You just speak as little as you can. Be as polite as you can. Smile and wave.
To process in one
I
day.
could have
Unfortunately, it seems that the parents seemed to leave before Ryder came in.
And I hate dresses.
Portal.
That is very fortunate.
I can get you one.
We're front loading it so you can go take a good nap. Remember the important portions, and then come back. We'll push it again. Go take a nap. Push it one more time. Then you got it.
I already have to provide. I'm already providing.
Right, if she has any questions, I can try to catch her up on it. Yeah, for most of it.
And some fabrics.
Yeah.
And the rest, you need anything?
To go do.
I can get the moon.
Standing straight
Or
up.
at least,
Aster actually has the envelope. It has all the passes in there.
Alright, good enough. Thank you.
The entire time.
A lady glides?
Apparently you have all the passes.
A lady does not slouch.
It's in the
Oh,
envelope.
did that have all of them? Oh, alright. Very well then. I'll hold on tight
That
to
way
them
it's
then.
just all together for you. Way easier that way.
Thank you. Things much easier.
I am a man of simplicity.
Practice
time.
Yeah.
Yes, practice time.
I was about to say, mind you, I wouldn't have set up the commission if I could actually travel to the burrows myself.
We are aware. I was the
understand.
one who was helping him get the training that he needs.
Imagine
So
it must be rather
glad to see he's been
difficult.
improving the way he has.
Yeah.
He's made leaps and bounds, genuinely.
I gestured off in this direction. Number one.
Is there that way or the... Oh, we can ask him.
Take down a behemoth.
Hi, you wouldn't happen to know where Sir Ryder? I saw someone gesture and they were all still
They're
not.
sparring right
He
now.
got himself a
Sparring on
trophy.
the outside of that hill over there.
You weren't in view the
Alright.
number of times I had an ample opportunity.
Going back to his old
Yep.
Just a second. He's got the radio close.
Oh, right,
You could.
I don't have an opinion on it, but I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Neb,
Yes.
creepy red lady.
Yes. So, update on that. Sorry, I can only inform you guys whenever I actually see you. So.
I wasn't exactly expecting to see her.
Go for it, Ina.
Come on over.
Not-
Come get the story.
Got it.
Ina's got it for you.
Alright.
To cause
less problems today, I'm gonna head out.
Take care of them, Billy.
By the way.
Yeah, no problem. There's some pretty strong stuff in the tavern, so if you're really craving
Yeah.
drink, it's there.
Perfect. Let me know if you need anything from me.
That's why we're gonna get trust
Bring
as far as we
that
can
near
go.
him. So I brought catnip.
But for time being,
Yes, sir.
I've just only heard my mom say don't do.
Alright.
She's gonna help us track down
Definitely
definitely
don't know where those people are.
the other side of the portal
I
and
need
our
to
money.
be back over there.
Right, so she's fine.
What don't she? There would be.
I'm fairly certain that your mother is using that as a euphemism.
I didn't. The same way a lot of people here do.
Not the thing.
Don't put your back to her. Got it.
Commission.
Well, you know what? Here, put it in
As I used it.
We got catnip now,
Just call them
just in case
commissions.
it's
That's really all they are. Basically, certain resources, materials,
You see
gear
it's
that
freshly
need to
plucked.
either be acquired, fixed, or repaired.
just plucked it?
That pay relatively well,
Yeah.
and generally the lower tier stuff's relatively safe.
I don't have to be dry.
Only time it really starts to get a bit dangerous
Yeah,
is when you
it should be wet or
start
dry.
messing with a lot of higher level things
Yeah,
that are a bit
just a
more
plant.
That's what she said.
out in the wilderness, dangerous locations, places where some monsters and stuff roam. That'd probably be your best bet.
I could say.
In terms
What do
of
you-
getting like a bit of starter
No,
equipment,
you
like
can.
simple like beginners like pickaxe,
Whatever.
axe, stuff like that. Can all
Oh,
be
you know
very
him?
easily
He
supplied
truly
to no
is the
cost.
spitting image of his father. I swear.
Oh,
To watch,
Somewhere over there.
I was about to say, you did get.
You know she's still looking for you, right?
I know, she just handed me Captain.
Let's say you did hear the part of the commission where it was "Don't mention me."
we missed that.
He just said like Zen gave him catnip because even though he said don't give me catnip, so technically that's his fault.
He's not an ordinary house cat.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm an
I
extraordinary
was just standing.
house cat.
just sitting there, just listening to the whole conversation. That's where it led to.
Don't worry. No. What? Did they tell you to do that?
Yeah.
For the love of... Okay.
Are they back at the tent?
I don't know if I want. Maybe.
I'm very not
Fine. I'll check out what's happening here.
You're not pulling my ears, are you?
Again.
No.
Well, it's
I think you can give him my health
like
potion
that.
just to make sure he was
Oh
okay.
yeah, I knew what I was getting myself into. It's just, I need the practice, the experience.
Listen, today's been a horrible, horrible day.
Huh? Who what?
Don't worry about it.
Astor, what happened?
Who's on first?
Did something happen?
People are capable of growth.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, did you ask?
Oh,
What are you concerned about?
Bump on the head.
Oh, there is a bit of a bump there.
Oh. That explains a lot. Alright, well. He's fine.
Did I actually get a
Nice
shot
to meet
in?
you.
I didn't even
What?
notice.
What just happened?
I thought it was a fluke. Huh.
Scarlet? Got it.
Practice later.
Sorry, that was a question. I honestly wasn't sure if you were saying Scarlet or Scarlet.
You wouldn't
Oh,
be able
you
to
want
defeat
some?
The one-armed.
Understood.
You wouldn't defeat the one-armed dragoon, now would you?
Oh boy.
Kick your ass.
What is this gecko saying?
What?
Go.
Yeah, now. Yeah, I just.
Okay, come here. Come here. Grabs. Okay, come here.
Ah! Ah! Jeez! Ow!
Looks like they're going to have a fight.
Ah!
Turn their aggression onto the warrior lads. I love how that's
Okay.
That actually works around here.
That's always how it works around here. He's about as much of a punching bag as you could imagine.
Okay.
Thought there would be like more shit to do with y'all and just do nothing.
Oh, I'll go make sure they don't need healing.
Those two?
Oh, crap.
That would be fine.
I thought I was supposed to like help you all with this, shit going on. So I've just been sitting on my ass watching like a fucking soap opera happening. So, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I here for again?
Well, it does. If the soap opera you were referring to was Luluma and the other people with her,
I'm with you on that one.
I do need to at least make something certain with Astor and Melody.
Yeah, you could go do that. I just don't know what's
Merely to ensure that they know everything about the commission.
Doesn't need to hang back from you, no.
Everything all right?
Okay. Guess they're fine.
Just paladins talking paladin talk.
Friends
Don't
are
really
in our
need-
club, and meanwhile we're over here at Healer Club.
Yes.
And me is a fledgling. I'm not exactly a healer beyond giving people green carrots and hoping for the best.
No, but there's quite a lot that can be done even without magic. Goodness knows, long before I discovered my knack for conjuring, I did quite a lot of learning about how people's bodies work and how to help them heal and recover from injury. How to save lives without magic. Very, very useful skill.
It was part of my training as a gleaner as well. Need to make sure how to patch your wounds. Some basic knowledge of course, not like a full person who works with plants, but some knowledge of what plants work good for medicine, like in a pinch. That you can find like in a lot of areas. Stuff like that. How to set a splint, how to stitch up a wound, what to do if you're get something stuck in you. You don't pull it out. You sort of get something like really big stuck in you. You leave it in, and then you get to somewhere medical if you can. Because if you pull it out, then all the blood's going to start gushing out much faster than if it's left in, plugging the hole. But ideally, just don't get stabbed. So
I mean, yeah, that's
Ideally, yes.
I mean, that's just preventative medicine.
Preventative is the best kind of medicine.
That's why people wear armor. Now, I wanted to double check something with the two of you.
Portion of the idiots that stand around at the Aetherite Plaza in Limsa.
I'm not. I saw that too when I went to travel to Charlie.
Flexing and showing off their cool armor and how strong they look.
That is always strange. That was very strange traveling to Charlie and with niche.
You always hear the bards playing music, which is always nice.
That's nice, but I think it has to do with, like, as the Aetherite travel expanded again, the ladies would come down and they'd hang around the Aetherite and, oh, you look so tired. Come, traveler. I know a bed for you. Just you and I. You know how it is, so I think it sort of turned into a bit of a circle. You have the ones that are looking there to look cool, pick up jobs and such, and others who are wooing whoever they wish to try to pick up a job. So to speak, at least.
You have the job givers and the job takers, so to say. There's always a few people around that they're like, oh, could you help me do this errand? And, we do it in a pinch when spent all your money on the boat ride over and you really need a place to sleep for the night. That's only ever happened to us twice. Because we forgot our wallets at home.
The masts up in the upper decks there in the Drowning Wench are actually quite comfortable, I have found. I have spent more than one night there, and surprisingly spacious. Albeit a bit basic.
Simple is
I remember staying there once and it had like a really good window over the sea. Very pretty.
Depending on which room you get, yes. And if not, you're right there by the bar. It's quite nice. Come to think of it, most of the major city-states have a bar right there next to the inn. Maybe that's how it's... I've always wondered how the Adventurers Guild can afford this, with a partnership with whatever local tavern or bar happens to be there.
Actually,
you've got the Roost
probably,
there in Gadonia. You've got the Quicksands in Uldar, and then you have the Drowning Wench in Limsa. They're all right there. Maybe that's it. All the adventurers coming in and out, buying drinks and food.
They even sort of have that in
Kind of an ingenious strategy. And then you have the Adventurers Guild right there. Everything an adventurer needs. Food and drink, a place to rest and work. Huh.
You found the economy.
I think you may have cracked the code.
Yes.
Even like, sort of had that in Ishgard as well. Because the inn's not too far away.
So, the
And
Red
the
Lady
handboards are right
Scarlet.
there.
Sorry.
Red Lady Scarlet, I believe she's named herself. I would like to have
Yeah.
a sit down with her, with a couple of people who are fairly knowledgeable with using magic, healing, destructive, whatever, to basically get her side of the difference between how she wants to call upon this Great Red and how this other group wants to call upon it. Because, according to her, there are two sides to this following. She's... But I would need people who are much more knowledgeable in magic itself. Because I'm not. I've just happened to be there anytime we've been near these eggs and all this other nonsense.
Let's see.
Whoever's
Is
interested...
this your way of asking us?
Yes, it is a way of asking you if anybody is interested, if they would like to, could be one of you, could be 5 of you, it doesn't matter, just... We need to pick her brain, essentially, because now that she is in this untempered, clear mind, then,
Is she not
she could...
always?
Apparently not. Apparently she
Then I was
was...
clearly told otherwise.
I don't know what she's doing with Ryder over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Black magic. Lovely stuff.
Balls on that.
Do we happen to know someone
Big explosions.
well versed in such...
I got it. Don't worry.
Black magic?
Didn't even think one was flying.
Kinetics? Probably, but I haven't
Kinetics,
seen
but
them
I
in some
don't.
time.
I don't know where he's gone.
And I also don't
One
know
of the
if...
only black
Maybe he
mages I've seen
accidentally
around
joined
here
those
some
people
time.
in Limsa.
Maybe Sarai, but again, haven't seen her in a moment.
No?
You don't happen to know anything about thaumaturgy, do you? Either of you? Any of you? No? Alright.
I do not. That's...
I know I have a small amount of knowledge of arcane, but definitely not like this.
I'm sure Sir Ryder can handle himself. We'll wait here, and once the fire and lightning
we should be
and
worried about.
ice...
Hopefully that doesn't knock down any of the
Ryder.
trees.
Initially it was Vignetta and Ryder sparring, but then I guess she decided to jump in for the fuck of it because she's bored and then bitching and complaining that
I'm seeing lightning, yeah. Oh, jeez. Against both of them, yeah, it's a freeway.
Most megalomaniac narcissists tend to be like that. Don't take it personally.
I try not to, it's just very frustrating, and I'm just trying to do things to
Yep,
show that I don't
that's
need...
definitely black magics.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Probably not wise for us to be involved.
No, probably
Oh
not.
no, that shit is bad. That's some bad
Yeah.
shit. Don't even get close. I experienced that when we went to the... yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
first time
worried
we met her.
I'm worried that us two might have to be considering. That looks kind of very. Ow. Yes.
Wait,
You know what? Just in case.
I was about to say, I'm not seeing Nasu or
Don't waste your aid
Bunchacha.
Just in case, you know.
Bunchacha went running towards them.
That's a
Saw
good
them
Nasu
go
did
around the
too.
gate.
I was
Now
going
they're fucking
to,
standable.
before I saw that lightning, I was going to ask you if you remembered,
I don't think they're gonna come this direction, but who knows?
or at least the last
No,
bit of
I
the
don't think
commission
they've done the range to
details.
reach us here.
It's hitting those trees though.
The trees have handled probably a little worse.
Oh.
At the very least, they're mainly hitting the
Something
tops
like,
of the trees, so no chance for the entire tree to come crumbling.
Not like they're very flammable right now, so it should be. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You see my dilemma. I
That
need
is
people
muchacha.
who are better versed in magics or magical arts that can get her explanation as to how the way that these other cultists have been doing things has been the wrong way.
Get information.
That
I suppose I could
you
help,
guys
but
would you guys would understand it better than me. You know.
Of course.
Debatably, but yes.
Oh, this is Nasu returns.
This is Nasu. I suppose they're done.
Is everyone okay? How'd it go?
You see her put her stub in the snow.
You alright?
Are you alright?
I guess she decided to just jump in.
Caster joined in, and she has lightning. She has lightning ability.
I did spot. I did spot.
Spiders.
Pull it up. Let me see the stub. Want to see if it's burnt.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's
That's
not
helpful.
burnt, but it's overreacting like hell.
I think the rest of them coming
I'm
back.
twitching.
Let's try and soothe it a bit. It doesn't look like it's too bad. Anywhere else you got struck?
It's just. Nah, I'm good.
Oh.
I maybe had gotten electrocuted a couple times, but I'm okay.
Oh.
It's just.
Did I just see Ryder
sense
get
of
bridal
my
carried in?
nerve, because of my, uneventful and forceful removal of thy arm, is.
Yeah. Should help with the pain a little bit, but if you need, you can still stick it in the snow.
Yeah. Details. Me double checking details of the commission can wait. I just wanted to be sure that everyone going on this commission at least knew all the parts of the actual commission.
I don't think I could handle that lightning with a sword shield.
Probably not. I don't think I can handle it with just my firearm.
I feel like two-handed sword-wielding people have such an easy job.
What,
Like, they gotta
Dark
think
Knights?
That's easy. I can swing harder.
You're letting gravity assist you on this matter?
Is completely different.
So she really is.
Wow, look at all that healing going on. Wow.
Thanks. Good person's debatable.
Why is she sovereign?
Yeah, true.
My goals simply align with yours at the moment.
Well,
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I suppose you can take that as a lesson of danger can arrive at any moment.
This is becoming much more of a
Danger.
I've had to deal with
fucking
Danger.
Plenty of us here.
Sure, but Zen has been the model of danger could arrive at any moment in a safe environment, judging by how quickly you're able to arrive.
Astro, do
Yes, is something
I
funny,
had
Sir
to
Ryder?
quickly dip. Huh?
No, nothing's funny. No, nothing's funny. Sorry.
Might still have a
I've never
smirk on
seen
your
it.
face, but
Hey,
yeah.
Astro, I just realized you're quite aggressive. Has it always been like a thing?
Where have you been for the past 9 months?
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you do that thing you were gonna do too? Did you get them papers? Find them.
I'm still in the process of finding them.
I was about to ask about Luluma's notes, yes.
Now I'm feeling
like
more. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I feel like I might
I'm
have
so
jinxed
I'm so stressed.
by saying that they were good earlier.
Okay.
Brought it upon us.
It's okay.
The gods 12 did not smile upon my predictions.
Oh,
Apparently.
poor baby, he's stressed. Imagine how we feel.
Yeah, no, imagine me. Yeah, no, I can only imagine the feeling, Victor had, having me turn him around and spot red lightning and explosions occurring behind him.
Over there.
We ultimately had the concern that it was going to hit the trees and cause it careening into the camp. Let alone what it could be happening to you two.
Yeah, I guess it was nothing. I thought I heard an explosion over there. I think it was nothing. Even how no one's reacting to it.
Thankfully.
No, it was that lightning again. It's fine though. Looks
Oh, yes. The lightning storm was able to travel surprisingly far, in terms of sound anyway.
Does that sometimes.
Right. Okay. If I could direct your minds to a different topic. Do you remember all the, well, I guess the major points of the commission? Just so I have peace of mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Get the carrots. Check on 2 of your friends. It was
Warring Way.
And
The other one?
Loving
Got it written down.
Loving Way. Thank you.
And did he read that disclaimer to you?
Which one? He gave us like 4.
4? I only suggested 1.
Yes, well, we had plenty of questions about being on the moon.
Fair
Including ones
argument.
about floating away.
Look, we're not this small just so that we don't float away.
What's the disclaimer?
Don't mention me to anybody at the Burrows.
Okay.
Odds are good if I've been banished, they don't want to hear about me. They'll probably even refuse information or the carrots if they know that I'm the one that wants them.
Okay.
Better for me to err on the side of caution.
I'm sure worst case I can probably make something up.
Exactly.
I'm sure back home they always need the supplies and carrots to exchange stuff.
I'm pretty sure both of them, both Loving Way and Warring Way, will have different variations of being like, "Oh, I have a secret admirer." If you just said like, "We can't tell you who asked us to check on you." Either that or they'll clock
I don't
me
know.
instantly. But one, I doubt it. I doubt there's no in between.
We can be careful.
Yeah. And hey, at least the many
Speaking
hands
of
that are
careful.
looking to get on this commission will at least lessen the load of grabbing the carrots.
While we are on the moon, Aster, and this is up to you because I know it's stupid. And do you think we could fight something there so I have that experience?
Oh yeah, sure. There's
Maybe get a harp or
gelatin,
something.
grenades, thinkers up in Maryland Torum. Take your pick.
There
Odds are
are
good.
number
Warring
of
Way will
ways
probably
that
drag you to
we
fight
are
some grenades.
So told. However, perhaps if there's something that seems relatively within our grasp, I mean, you'll have 3 people with you.
Yes.
Who are, all healers, so.
Yeah. There shouldn't be much harm in this, so it should be good.
Besides, if anything, it'll probably be good practice for all three of us. Though, I have a feeling Eclipse probably doesn't need as much practice. He's been very busy as of late, I'm sure.
Well, there you go. You'll be able to get that experience, man.
Inexperienced
And
out of all of us.
and if nothing else, I'm pretty sure one of the Loppers could set one of the scrapers or supporters to be allowed to spar with you.
A spar?
I just wanted to bring that up in a way that wouldn't make me sound like a fool that wants to aggressively attack things on the moon.
Okay, there are plenty of people that sound like fools here.
It's practice for you, and if it goes
Why'd you
wrong,
look
it's
at me when you
practice for
said
us.
that?
But it's probably not going to
Did
go
I?
wrong since we have a bunch of people. I don't see the harm in this.
Oh. I don't know.
That's
I was just
actually
busy observing
insane.
what you were doing.
That is. How could you do that? How could you do that to me? I get what you were trying to do right there. You know, this is crazy, Mike. Never mind. You know what? I'm
One time
gonna
a
just go
troop
for
showed
it.
up on
I'm just gonna go
Luluma
for a
and they
walk.
put on a show. This feels like that show. There's a lot of drama and tension.
Well,
There is no drama or tension.
well, as I said, Tavara, that's a good warring way would probably jump at the
Is it
chance of
comedy?
having a person from Atheris join him and,
Sometimes it
defending
feels
the
like
burrows from rogue grenades.
Fair enough.
Or probably even a rogue supporter or two. Or scraper, or... there's a lot. There's a lot. I'm sure Warringway would appreciate the assistance.
I just think my dad would appreciate one of those stories.
I mean,
Hi, Dad, I fought something on the
You
moon.
can't get much better than, going, hey, I went to the fucking moon. Look at me.
True. I went to the moon and I fought a thing there. Actually, yeah, you're right. The thing there is less important.
Let's see if I can draw a sketch of you up there as well.
Honestly, all things considered.
Okay.
My father's liable to be jealous. Going to the moon is no small claim.
I know the amount of looks I get from people when I say that I'm from the moon. Especially people that
I
are...
think some of us are just like, what?
Yeah, that's usually the most common response. Just like, what? Excuse me? What on Heidelin did you just fucking say to me? Type of thing.
Yep. Oh, Melody, can I borrow you really quick?
Sure.
Cool. Also, Miss Astor, if you want to, I think you'd be interested, possibly, to hear about all of this great red business as well.
I think you severely overestimate me, but yes, I'll help.
Honestly, I'm just trying to gather folks who are... A part of me wanted to say etherically inclined, but mostly backline healer folk. Folks who might be able to
I
answer
know what they're
the right
talking about.
questions.
When it comes to things like this, that was my
Having
that
an
was the
understanding
entire
of
idea
magics
in
and yes.
my head. But
Well,
Never mind, you deal with that. I'll bring Melody over.
yeah, we'll just bring that.
Yep.
Yep.
Good luck,
I got her.
Maybe-
I got her.
I'll be there in a moment.
oh.
Doing okay.
Wait, I want to help.
Wait,
Wait, there's more.
let me tell you something. All right.
My dad and I never did this.
Yeah, because it never snows in the notion. I'd be confused if you had.
All right, take this, Lester. You know what? You want to go?
It went high, way too high.
You can't throw it while I'm in the midst of talking. You know how quick.
Yeah.
Ryder, dodge.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You hit him.
I have to dodge.
We'll do a combo.
Ryder.
If you could dodge
I
a
hope you
primal
know,
sword, you could dodge a
I
ball.
grew up on snowy mountains.
Oh yeah.
Ice and snow.
Oh yeah. What?
Well.
What jokes on you? I took.
Sure, the snow is actually a bit dry.
Let me tell. I grew up in the
This one's a little
climes
solid.
of spring. Bitch, fuck
Good luck, Tova.
But hey.
No. Got that ass. Look what happened. Yep.
Oh.
Got him.
Good.
There it is.
Yeah.
Got his. Look, man, it's snow. You're
Dang it.
unconscious. Get up, man.
You almost got him.
Get up. It's snow. Oh, you.
I missed.
Scheming way out. See, you fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been living in the snow long enough.
Oh yeah, well. I can't believe you dodged. Bitch! Yeah!
What?
No, you chopped my snowball.
My hero.
Throw him, I dare you.
I said he chopped it in the air.
It's not as fun, right?
Oh, it hit me.
Yeah.
Snow in your face.
The ball broke up in midair.
God. That was fun.
That was pretty fun, wasn't it?
It's nice to take a load off.
Me and my dad never played fetch or baseball or anything.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine.
That's not the question. Who the fuck is calling you daddy? What the fuck?
His children.
He got a kid?
Yes, and a wife.
Yeah, that's what we say.
Damn, he looked good for his age then.
Oh, I think he may have heard you.
Uh-oh. So,
wait, who's
right?
What happened?
What?
She was complimenting your looks.
Oh, he.
The one following you? So?
Yeah, Tova, he was calling me daddy, and I was like, no.
You can't.
I.
You shouldn't phrase it like that. You shouldn't
That
phrase
is
it like that.
absolutely not what Tova said, and I know it.
I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it.
You look great for your age.
Please, Miss Scarlet, please continue your explanation.
So, what is it that you
My
do
apologies.
then? What is your job?
I mean, I had a lot of things I had to do, but the biggest thing was breeding for the chocobos, because that's what my people did. And you know all those special little colors with their special little abilities? Yeah, where the fuck you think those come from?
Okay. Alright.
That and obviously maintaining the eggs, collecting them, putting them into places. Although that was someone else's job, who's a dipshit, but you know, that kind of thing. And making sure
Was it a...
those who are captured do not go fuck off into the wind.
Alright. Okay.
The other one, a big guy in a suit armor.
Who?
Huh.
Same as Rainer.
Was he the one in charge of the
big
prison?
Piece of shit. Yeah, he is. Was.
Interesting.
I don't remember.
Well, at least we
I
have a
remember.
name.
I remember seeing him, and we fought with him for a bit. Then he grabbed me, threw me on the egg, and then, you know, my mind's blank after that. I just remember waking up at the entrance of the prison, and whatever happened in between. You know, just kind of happened.
Back at it again.
To my understanding, he ran away somehow.
I wouldn't consider that running away.
I think he got out.
I'm guessing
whatever.
he has a means of moving very quickly from one place to another, or at least getting out from an underground facility easily.
I mean, walking over to a tunnel, turning around, saying shit, and then just breaking down the ceiling over the tunnel, cutting it off from people. He didn't necessarily fucking teleport out there. Probably went back further inside. What shit was set up. Did y'all explore the entirety of the place, or did you just stop at the altar?
We had to stop at the altar because there was too much. Everybody's condition at that point was pretty
Low.
bad. We had to get out, recoup, heal.
That begs a question. Is there any way to prevent the influence of this... how do I phrase it? Negative Great Red that they're trying to create?
False red?
I like that one. False red. I mean, keep in mind, I was also fucking tempered, but I'm pretty sure the big pussycat guy over there has already figured something out.
Alright.
With the armor?
Yes, but they've been working on...
With the armor and shit?
Okay.
That's meant
So
to
you don't
keep
know
shit
anything?
in, but also keep shit out.
More or less just putting it into a bucket at this point.
It's not my thing. I don't do men work and all that crap.
Alright. I was just hoping you knew.
I'll go have a chat.
That's why I'm asking the questions. Okay.
And
Fucking Lollipops.
Whoa, careful.
Oh, I hit my shin.
Very little aware of how terrifying Lollipops can make.
One of my sergeants was a Lollipops.
We're not that scary.
I actually have a story about that.
We're not that.
Garlean technology,
What?
all right? They had... No, hold on. They had... Garleans had mechanical cavalry. Scary motherfuckers. Not people riding on robotic horses, machines riding on machines, right? My sergeant, one of my first sergeants, who actually lived, he ended up actually getting removed from the Bajan conflict because he lost his leg, which he still had to be forced, by the way. Don't act like it suddenly slowed him down. No, he was half-stepped to take a stick, jam it in the stump, and then just keep moving. Once again, had to be stopped. But we go in, and I'm just a fresh recruit, right? I barely even know how to use my axe. The training's still going, right? I know how to mine better than I know how to actually be a marauder. Big batch of ordnance hit us. This is just the initial actual conflict. I'm on the ground, shaking, stirred, eyes wobbly. I look to my left, people are screaming and freaking out. Look to the right, people are screaming and freaking out. They might have been screaming, loud piercing noise in my ear. So I'm getting up, grabbing my axe, standing on up. We see a couple of the spider bots coming for us. Me and three of the others, all of us being the durable types. I'm pretty sure we had actually, funnily enough, I think it actually was Paladin, Gunbreaker, me, and then a Dark Knight. It was a party of four, smacking them left and right, and then all of a sudden, the Dark Knight goes down. He's not dead, but he took a round right to the shoulder. I look over, and that mechanical cavalry's coming. This one charging right for me. I try to hold my stance up, but I realize that when the ordnance had hit us, had a big old piece of metal through and through, right through my leg. Tried to stamp down like I normally do. I about fucking toppled over to my fucking knee. And then, that thing is roughly about, I'd say, an arm's throw away, and I see this fucking small-ass fucking blur with a goddamn spear just javel that motherfucker off the goddamn horse. And then this little fucking Lalafell, riding it like a damn board, proceeds to just smack the back of the head of it, turn its direction around, and went after all the others. Scariest bastard I have ever fucking known. I'm pretty sure the stories they told me, I'm sure, are over exaggerated, but that one, no, that was real, and I know because I saw it. Because as I'm sitting there thinking the blood loss is what made me see this, I look over towards the fucking the gunbreaker who was next to me. I'm just like, did you? He's like, let's get you back to medical. We need to go. So we do, and then he comes riding in, and mind you, he came riding in on the horse. Now, the problem was, unfortunately for Lalafells, is if you stand just right, they can't see you. They can just see the top of the horse waddling in. So they all start firing rounds at it, right? Throwing things at it, and then it topples on over. And then, luckily, he was actually smart and trailed down the backside of it, pokes his head out, made sure to have everybody who fired around at this thing in a line, reprimanded every single fucking one of them. But then, afterwards, when they finished their exercises, then was just like, all of you, meal on me, that was good shooting. Beautiful. He's the reason why we got... He was a mean man, but damn if he wasn't good at his damn job. Actually, people couldn't even figure out what job he really had. I thought he was a dragoon, because obviously he kind of dragooned onto the horse, but I've seen him wield an axe. I've seen him wield a gun. I've seen him hold a shield. I can't even tell what fucking job he had.
Who knows? Maybe he has multiple.
Probably. Honest to God. Once again, terrifying bastard. But I have more stories about Hrothgar's, but that's just because that was the division that I was with. Pretty sure he's actually a trainer over in Doma now.
Good for him.
They couldn't kill him. They couldn't kill him. He had to be removed after he lost his leg. I'm pretty sure I saw... Nope. I actually did see him during the celebration whenever we had fucking taken down that Garlean weapon, so... Yeah, no. He's still kicking.
You're talking about Baja mainly?
12 speed.
Yeah.
Sounds more terrifying than anything I've dealt with.
Well, a lot of people talk about war, but for the most part, a lot of the conflicts that have happened, unless you've been on the Garlean front or you've been in Baja, most of the conflicts really haven't been much of wars. They've been conflicts, of course, but, you know, in the trenches, moving upwards through battlefields, ordnance hitting you left and right, going sleepless nights from just hearing the whizzing all the fucking time. It's different. It's very different. And the fact that it happened and most people don't even know there was a conflict in Baja, unless you were from either Doma or you were from Talal. You would have never known there was a conflict in Baja.
I was only just offered by chance.
That's what I mean. In the right place, the right time. We wanted to reach out for more people, but I was constantly told people were, but I never really saw the evidence behind it. We occasionally got new recruits, but our numbers were always diminished. We never really got the support from the Warrior of Light, so we had to take care of it ourselves. Though, not to argue that that's like a major complaint towards him. The world's not always gonna have Warriors of Light and stuff like that. Sometimes we gotta pick up our equipment, fucking trail forward, and we still did it too. Hit that bomb and run, got their giant ship down, fucked their airships over in Zagnor, charged onto that motherfucker, and they tried to pull out some maniacal Garlean fucking weapon. We beat that bitch right on down, and... I hope that leader died, but we don't know. Either way, we got it done. And now, since there's been damn near no conflicts going out there, just the occasional skirmish or two, I swear the last time I was out there, I actually saw green.
Oh.
Green, like grass? Plants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't any. It was that bad.
It was
The
singed?
constant shelling. No, just
Singed, chilling, digging trenches in. The only town that was in that area was completely fucking debilitated.
It's good life is returning then?
Yeah, Zadnor's always going to be dead, unfortunately. Zadnor's long since gone, but people are using it for outposts, and they're using it for training locations and stuff like that. They've actually got a pretty good training facility up there for a lot of the newer recruits and whatnot. It's a harder location. It's not pretty, the floating islands and stuff, but it's a good place for training. You get them used to a hard, intensive environment, so whenever we need to officially push forward and really push out the Garlean conflict that's in that area, we can. We're not done, sadly. There's still some Garleans there that weren't... It's tough to break your mind out of, but there's a difference between the Garleans there and the Garleans in Garlemald. The Garleans in Garlemald were screwed over. I have a hard time trusting Garleans, but even I've seen what happened in Garlemald, and those people were fucked from the start. The ones out in the Bajan area are a subsect. Those are the people who probably were singeing the same problems over in Garlemald. They are just bad people, irredeemable.
Fourth Legion.
Using us. Yep. Using us as awards for them. You see these whiskers? Some of them used to collect that shit.
Oh.
You're saying
Tell
that
you right now, for
actually good?
they were being lied to. They had leadership that was doing nothing more than spinning them tales that we were monsters and terrible people, blocking in communications, forcing them. Most of them barely even understood how aether rights and stuff worked, because they'd locked them down 24/7. Most of these people probably have never even been outside of Garlemald. So, when we arrived, you could probably ask Soul Warrior of Light himself if he even still remembers at this point, but I did some work out there. Not while that conflict was happening, but I worked together with some of the Garlean engineers. Most of those people had never even had something like hot chocolate before in their life. I handed them just a candy bar because I just had an extra protein bar, and some of them looked confused.
I see.
It's both sides to the conflict, but you still need to be careful. I know that I've still... Yeah. But a lot of the people who were causing trouble when it came to the Garleans, most of them are since passed. The ones who still exist aren't even in Garlemald anymore. They're out over in Domo with Baja.
What about the guy who walks around? No one put this behind his phone.
The guy that walks around here, I will admit, probably could have been treated better. But problem that I've had with him is when I was newer to this area, I wasn't even a member of the guild yet. I was a Ironworks employee who was a field researcher at the time. So it damn. It was good for me because I got to be away from a lot of people. I got to explore, and I got me a snazzy piece of old elegant armor. That is now long since. No, it's dead. It's got shattered, destroyed, and all kinds fucked up. Which, I mean, hey, I like wearing my duds. One aside. He came up to me, and when I told him, please go away, he already kind of knew something was up. So he kept trying to come back over to build some kind of bridge. I told him, I can't do that right now. I've literally been fighting Garleans for a long time. It's tough for me. I need time. Alright, I did not know Garleans were going to be here. I need a moment. He kept pressing and kept pressing, trying to give me drinks, trying to constantly jump in, not giving me a moment to breathe. So eventually I just told him, can you fucking stop and leave me the hell alone? Then other people were uncomfortable around him because he is Garlean. And unfortunately, he was walking around wearing Garlean Centurion armor. If you don't know what that is, that is Garlean officer armor. Those are the people. Now, mind you, if he was just wearing like the armor that like the random soldiers would wear, all you'd think to yourself is Garlean soldier. The first time I saw an officer, it was him executing 2 hostages. I've never once seen a Garlean officer do anything more than the most evil shit. So the fact that he walked around wearing that armor proudly and then would act confused that people were uncomfortable. I don't know. And then recently, he's kind of been fucking up too. Let's see. Shoved a gun in our guild leader's face over a chocobo.
That was a good one.
Oh, yeah, how you heard about that one?
Yeah, no, I
He was
saw
going
that.
to quite literally shoot... He was going to shoot Lady Luluma because she didn't want a chocobo here.
Sure. Sure, it was a green chocobo and saved Iva's life, but that was still uncalled for.
I don't even have words.
He's really not been doing himself any favors whatsoever.
Yeah.
He heard that we were going to be going through the middle of Garlemald, and he gave me a magitech detector for the mines, so... I don't really need the detector anyways. They're the same sort
For
that was
landmines that may
so-
still be active in Garlemald, apparently.
Yes.
I would have you know that the reason why you're going to be showing your passports, we'll call them passports, job stuff, whatever. Literally, you're going to be having people who will be escorting you through the area. It's not like I'm sending you in there blind to go walking around. In fact, actually, I know the Ironworks employees out there. Oh, ugh. Actually, I do know them. Ugh. Okay. One of them is very, very sweet, but she runs her mouth a little too much. So just, you might get grandma story times. And the other one, I hope you like the smell of carbon, because he's engineer, but like even further than a workaholic than I am. He's probably going to show up and already be covered in smudge and dirt and just be like, oh, y'all the ones who need to go out there? All right, come on. I get, and then they'll get you guys on the cart and everything. He does. It's kind of hard to understand him sometimes. Mind you, though, masterful intelligence when it comes to the engineering arts. I've seen him finagle some shit with nothing. Unfortunately, we just can't understand him.
I'll handle that. I got it real fucking easy. I was listening to her talk, and I was just talking to Ryder.
Old Scarlet over there.
I feel like I should be offended, and I'm not even of that region. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what that's about. Whoa, wow. That's so weird. Oh, man.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh. Please don't create more work for me.
No, I'm kidding. But no. You don't have to worry. There are some areas that are still relatively dangerous when it does come to mines, but you'd have to be wandering way off the trails and instead wandering into the pitch snow of the actual area, which even then you'd have to be nearer to the town, and those areas do not look good. So if you decided for some reason you wanted to go through the back alleys of fucking Garlemald, at that point you're asking for it. But still, hell, keep it with you. It's not exactly a terrible idea.
I'm going to keep it, even though I can fairly easily spot them with my eyes, but sometimes the senses fail.
This is very true.
Can never be too prepared.
Eclipsed. How's it feel, huh? When someone pinches your cheeks. I can actually reach this height now.
Oh.
What's the saying? Better to have it and not need it.
Oh, wait, hold up, that's precious. Wait, no,
What?
dude, look at you.
Not precious. I was looking at
Isn't
you
buddy.
just... How evil Marwala fells, by the way.
Tova, someone's written a book
Not at
about
all.
you, buddy.
We're a wonderful
Someone's written a
people.
book
I
about
wouldn't
you.
try it.
What do you mean?
The hapless cat boy. Like,
It
probably starts kind of like that, and then it kind of it's like a romance book about you like earning your fucking right, and then like finding someone, and then the two of you slowly build a connection. You know, through
Wooing
you
a lady
trying to
via
say,
killing
I
a
don't-
behemoth.
Doesn't that sound adorable?
I'm sure it'd be a bestseller.
Have to be.
There will be ballads.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
We support you, buddy.
The ballad of the paladin that wished to impress.
It's adorable. He thinks he can embarrass me. After all, I'm friends of his father.
Oh.
Small affairs.
It really is. Wasn't expecting to
It's kind of
see
shocking
that.
how many people end up actually knowing each other, or know like family members and stuff like that.
Yes, to think that I would meet him here as well is not in the cards.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you. I wasn't expecting to see Asta walking around, and I wasn't expecting to see him either, because I thought his father would still be, mother henning him.
I mean, well, he sort of is. He did send me after him, so.
Well, that'll do it.
It would make sense, considering he claims to have run away from home.
Yes, yes, he did make quite the path all across the continent. Went from Limsa to Vespa Bay, made it all the way through Thanalan, and then up into Gridania, and I believe... Yes, and then he cut across and made his way into Kurthus. All while trying to find the gold saucer, if you'll believe that.
How do you? I mean, I've taken a look at a good few maps now. That there's quite a considerable distance between here and the gold saucer.
He went the complete opposite direction.
He just didn't know where he was going.
He really didn't.
He was
But I
expecting
don't think he
the
cared to
casino
know
and
either.
resort in the middle of this.
To be
It's
fair,
the
I
fact
do
that-
think his father keeps a bit of a tight leash on him. So I
Yes,
don't blame
that
him
does.
for running to the winds the first chance he got.
No, I don't blame him for that. I just... You'd think that once you see Gridania, you realize you've gone too far.
You'd think, yes.
So Tova, how's the golden
Assaulted
saucer?
from behind.
Oh, what do you mean?
How's the golden saucer? Do you have fun?
I got into a lot of trouble at the Golden Saucer, and I don't know which story you're talking about.
Which story?
Talk about how you lost 400k.
When I first got here, I met the Warrior of Light, and then I was like, hey man, I got nothing. And then I went to the Gold Saucer with his money and tried to gamble it. And then I lost it, came back, he threatened and choked me. Then I asked for more so I could get that money back. And then I lost it, and I've been making that money back slowly over time. But I'm nowhere close, and I don't know if he's even remembered.
I would hope that he doesn't remember
I don't-
400,000 gil being missing.
Knowing who he is, I don't think he would remember.
I wouldn't be
But no,
surprised
we're
if
just
Zen has
throwing
accidentally
like a
nut
shit
shot the
promise.
memory out of him.
Maybe.
That is a terrifying thought that just got lodged in my head of him being nut shot so hard he can't remember.
Sorry.
I don't even know if I'd be able to heal that.
I don't think there is any healing that. I'm just gonna be honest.
No.
That's a wound to the soul.
Amongst
If
other
that can be
things.
healed.
Amongst quite a bit.
I'm just assuming what that would feel like, considering him.
It's not great.
Never mind. I could imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Tova?
Look, you said it couldn't be healed. I am making the precautions.
He's making the
now.
necessary precautions.
You need to wear a cup.
I am
Does
wearing
your
one,
armor
it
not
still
come with
hurts.
one?
Okay.
Right? It still hurts.
Well,
Yes, it does still end up hurting. I mean, to be fair, I don't have one, but we don't need to go into the conversations of. Well, I'm a warrior.
What does... Okay.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Paladins, Dark Knights, armor. Metal reinforcement protecting their bodies. Gunbreakers, warriors, not so much. Gunbreakers, it's all about the finesse. In fact, actually, they don't even really tanking a lot of hits. They're actually dodging and parrying a lot of theirs. Warriors, it's all in the body. Using the Aether to fuel our rage and then empower our muscles.
I see. That does explain.
That's why have you ever noticed a lot of lot of warrior armor doesn't really protect that much.
I never noticed. Well, no, I did. Also, monks. My dad was always complaining about monk outfits being like his nipples are out or something.
He hated the colors.
Okay.
He was like, "What's this monk torso?" And then it was like some jacket that was just down, no shirt or anything underneath, wide open.
I keep trying to tell him that he does look good in those, but he never seemed to take the compliment.
Speaking of people who can't take compliments, Tova.
What?
Whoosh. I said, speaking of people who cannot take compliments, Tova.
Yeah, but why? I know why, but why? Just compliment me so I can't take it.
That's not.
See?
I want to hit him. I want to hit him. I want to hit him. I do. I also don't want to give the healers more work to do.
Don't worry, I can do it myself.
You know what you need in your life? More grapes.
Oh,
Those, what the fuck?
What?
Those are very bad
Those are
shape.
frozen.
Into a
They're
cube.
just grapes.
They're not frozen. They're fancy.
What? No, that's a grape. You never seen one before.
That is
those?
frozen into a diamond shape.
First
Are you telling
off,
me I can pluck that off?
that is not a diamond shape. Secondly, They're grapes. See?
That's just how they grow, Tova.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
think-
lovely looking grapes.
I think I remember
Mhm.
Charlene actually
More.
sending up a batch.
Oh, sure.
They-
confused what he was keeping.
I won't lie, those definitely did confuse the ever-loving hells out of cooking. I hate.
I like freezing
If you
them.
do, it's understandable.
I can imagine.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Crunchy.
Nice sweet crunch. So I had a quick question about how we been able to secure any more of that armor?
We were able to get at least one more set. I've already experimented on making a helmet for someone. We're gonna do some tests after we're able to get it properly fitted. But I do still have at least like the rest of the pieces of armor.
Have we
I'm
been able to
hoping that
figure out
with
what
the
it is?
the metals that make it up, not just yet. What I'm hoping for is with the investigation that we're going to be doing, they'll be able to bring me back a couple of more sets, so I'll be able to more freely be able to tear them apart and start doing some inspections to see what makes these helmets or what makes this armor in general able to retain this much aether.
So, we were able to get a lot of information. One thing she mentioned about the armor is it helps keep things in and as well as keep outside things out. So, maintaining the aether within and preventing outside influence, which is ideal and, what we're looking for. But it is
So it's a
rather
grand
curious.
buffer altogether. She's probably choosing her words carefully. Might be a little bit more than just aether it blocks out. I'll run some tests. I'm not sure.
Well, aside from that, we'll try to put our notes together in some kind of legible way for people to dissect.
That's not a bad idea. I support that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Luluma would too.
Speaking of, Ryder said he was going to go to Ishgard to rest. I told him not to because Lulu's parents were there, so, putting that out there, stay out of Ishgard. Just in case, unless you want to deal with those two.
I was, speak of the devil.
You can ask her yourself. Again, she refuses healing for those bruises, mostly because she feels it's a waste of, resources. Still have that high potion, right?
Give it to Baba. I was hoping that he'd go talk to her and he'd be able to give it to her.
Listen, I can't give it to her myself.
Yeah, I got an
Maybe you
idea.
I suppose. Yeah, I'm
also wearing magical layers.
Hang on, then I can, yeah, you are small. I think. Actually, now, you might. No, there's
Gonna need the tent for a bit, little guy. Go ahead
Okay.
and socialize.
By all means.
more layers on.
Moral, they'd be very tempted to ask.
Luluma.
Alright, their friend.
Yes.
Oh.
Finally sat down with Scarlet and
Nope.
Baba, I'm sorry. Fucking. Sorry. The B names. I'm sorry. Not you. I'm sorry.
Boon Cha Cha.
Boon Cha Cha. I'm sorry. The B names keep getting me.
You forgot my name. Apparently, we're all Baba to him.
Boon Cha Cha informed us about
long story short,
His heart is certainly in some place.
Understood.
Sorry, it's just Neb mixed up Buchacha and Bababa, and it was funny.
I did too.
Fair enough.
Earlier. Actually, I was so confused. I thought the Lalafell that came up behind us was the wife of their parents, their dad.
No.
Oh,
No, she was
I almost.
wearing green.
Yeah, Buchacha was wearing blue.
Hmm.
Today was kind of relaxing. Snowball fights, meeting some old friends, not listening to whatever they were talking about over here.
having a little misadventure.
You're acting like I just went in there and
Gonna end up stress cooking again.
You
Don't do it, please.
don't stop.
I mean, I appreciate your cooking, but more healthy ways.
Regardless, hopefully his issue is sorted. He has whatever information he needs. And I'll be back soon enough with information for you about your friends.
Yeah, no, as Neb already said, it's not a rush.
Otherwise it'd
It's
be
not a rush
questioning why
commission.
you wanna know.
You're free to take your time.
I plan out a big trip about it.
Yeah.
Oh, how big are these carrots, by the way?
I know they're actively present in the infirmary. They're large enough that I'm able to use one like a bludgeon.
What? Not like this.
The red carrots are pretty large.
I understand.
It would be the equivalent of a Dark Knight sword for my size.
Should we get another pack then, just in case?
That's humongous.
Yeah, they're designed to last.
I can carry some stuff.
What's designed to last?
Probably.
The carrots.
I'll clear out some of you.
Understood.
I mean, you were researching a blue one, and as far as I can tell, most of the carrots are around the same size, which are basically as though I was using a Dark Knight weapon.
Never asked. What inspired you to take up hunting?
It's a long story. Maybe over a drink.
Bar's still available.
Well, you get your wish. Let's go.
Yes, I could certainly do with a drink after learning everything today.
And hearing one of
I'm on my way
Dabaka's
out.
war stories.
I'm on my way out, so you all take care.
Okie dokie.
Have a good one.
Have a good day. Stay safe, Bunchacha.
By all means.
Honestly, I need to relax. I'm starting to
Especially after
speak
that.
like I'm in a dress again.
You'll be fine. It's not like you're going to be wearing that dress again for a long while. Hopefully. Pretty sure Luluma's still probably a bit clueless regarding Bababa's actual desires.
Huh? Desires.
Because I know I still remember back when Luluma said, you have to act like you're interested in me to Bababa, and Bababa simply responded, I've already been doing that.
Oh, it's gonna be such a cute love story.
Yeah. I don't think she really got that hint. To be fair, I imagine she probably had more impressing thoughts in her head.
Do you like things that taste fruity or things that
Oh, I
are
love fruity.
Fruity? Oh, good choice, good choice. Let's see.
I love fruity. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I bet you do.
Yep.
I realize I've only had drinks today. I should have asked for one of those grapes.
Too heavily because Mark's always the one who drinks a lot.
Fair enough.
You know what? I'm just gonna pull one of the chairs up to the bar. Seeing as these stools don't quite fit me.
Not particularly well, no.
Yes, not exactly built with Rogan and women in mind. Or any Rogan in mind, actually.
The bar is owned by a Nolafelian gentleman. Met him a few times. He's kind, but the bar is sort of designed around his sensibilities.
I see.
Maybe with a little bit of bitter.
Thank you.
Let's see. You two. Let's see.
Actually, I'm just gonna put the seat up sideways. That way I can actually sit close to the bar.
I dropped something.
Not a drink, I'd hope.
Hey, old friend.
Anything. Just on. Nice and warm.
Kova. What can I get for you, sir?
Hi, Victor.
Hi. Okay. Oh, God, this stupid.
Whatever you think I would like.
You like bitter? Bitter or sweet?
I understand. Victor, don't make an indent in the counter.
Because it's
Huh?
usually a bit stronger. It's surprising that
Sweet one.
growing up around.
That was a string of conversations, but
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I would ask
we at
what
least have
happened,
some.
but
You know what? Just give me something, just something on the sweet side. I need something sweet after today.
fair enough.
We at least have some I guess you would consider some primary objectives, or at least a very specific one. Whoever's going back in that prison, I will also try and be there for that. Because the main thing about going back down there is according to her, Scarlet, checking out that fucking altar down there. That seems to be the biggest, the big linchpin in all of this. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's something with the altar, and
By the way,
and whatever we find
welcome to the
there,
camp. I'm
Let me know.
Bunchata. Here, have a potion.
No.
Frost resistance in case you ever get cold.
whatever's there might also be in other locations.
Great for
Which is how the eggs are getting power.
I don't know how to make any
all that
carrot,
shit.
carrot drinks.
What was your name?
I was
Do you
gonna
drink
say,
alcohol?
I was about to. Well, I know I've drunk the Dravanian rum.
Eclipse,
I'm
understood.
fine with that.
Pleasure to meet you.
So I think I'll be fine with dang near any drink. I was actually just about to ask if we did still have some orange carrot of happiness stockpiled back there.
If we do, I have no idea where.
Well, I guess we'll be resupplying that when we go up to the moon.
Yeah. As Bella said, it's basically it's basically meant to be an entire meal by itself.
Yep, but I don't know how to mix that into a drink, so...
Probably unnecessary.
There you are.
Probably do shavings of it.
Maybe?
Ooh, like sprinkles on top?
Yes.
Otherwise, it would probably be
How much
trying to
flavor
turn
you'll get
one of
from a,
Ryder's cheesy bacons into a smoothie, and I don't think he'd appreciate it.
It's meant to be a hint of the flavor. Besides, if it's supposed to be a full
get that
meal,
much
then...
flavor out of a carrot.
Oh, if it were to be a full meal, then...
I believe the orange carrot of happiness was meant to basically supplement whatever nutrition is truly necessary, alongside an accidentally addictive quality due to its taste.
I've just had a thought since you were mentioning nutrition and food. You were saying you've never been to Charlene before.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Would you like to try a local delicacy?
Okay.
You mean the Archon bread?
I'm sure she would.
I've heard the stories. I am quite good.
You should try it. You should try
it.
Why do you look so excited? Try it.
Well, he's tried it and he's seen the light of it. You know, it's one of the best tasting meals. People just tell lies about it. It's all propaganda. You know.
Exactly.
That we have better. This is a good meal, and other people are mad about it, so they're making propaganda. Clearly.
Look, maybe I just prefer carrots.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You should try it. It's really nice.
Easy.
It's truly a wonderful delicacy.
Aware that I have been surviving on MREs for the last 2 years. I am pretty accustomed to tasteless food.
Which is how you'll appreciate it even more.
I see. I suppose I will.
Perfect. I have something in my bag. It's great because it's also very. It's got. It's great. It's great for travel as well. Very portable.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know what happened there. Yeah.
Legs
Here's a piece.
output a surprising amount of energy these days.
Right, okay, am I supposed to eat this straight?
Thank you, Battle Master.
No, you can. It's a matter of preference.
Eat it as is. You're supposed to eat it as is. You get the full experience that way.
Yeah, you have a bite first of it normally, and then if it's a bit too not to your liking, you can put a bit back. I don't know, or something else.
By the way,
some people make burgers with them. It's really good.
Has this been the first time someone who's native to Eorzea come here and joined us?
It is the driest thing you have ever had.
No,
it is odd.
Oh. I just
plenty.
Because most of the
I mean,
new people
goodness
that
gracious, Melody and her brother are both
the MREs.
natives. They come from Old
Isn't
Charlie.
it? Isn't it?
I lied entirely. I hate those. I hate those things.
You see,
Been here longer than most.
What I used to do back in
Oh.
we get a little bit of cream or any sort of flavoring you want, and then just
Oh,
That does help things go
cheating.
down, Mo.
That's cheating.
That's what I do. I do recommend keeping them though if you're ever doing big travels. They're really good rations. Like they stay for a while, and very portable and all that. But it tastes like eating sand.
Not consistent. Not
It does. It just tastes as is. Sand directly into your fucking throat. It's awful.
Individuals who are dependent.
My brother's an insane person. He refuses to eat it.
Oh, please! I'd survived off
Standard.
military rations way back in the day.
I know I attempted to eat Archon loaf, and it felt like just trying to eat a fish-flavored
Much
rock.
worse than what you have. I can tell you that.
No. That is a fully support military. Probably about a ragtag resistant bed getting shit.
Oh, please.
Zeze,
You think us in the Immortal Flames got any care from the merchants in Ul'dah? They gave us the scraps of whatever they found.
I gave them our bread.
Alright. Zeze.
Mine was
what
worse.
your position again back when you were with the Immortal Flame?
Well, I wasn't always a second lieutenant.
Wasn't always, but I said back when.
Back
you were
when I
still
left.
actively enlisted.
Back when I got promoted to the Sultan's Swan, I made second lieutenant. Yes.
Yes, the second lieutenant. The Immortal Flames, and then that one over there. His father was a friend of ours. Quite a skilled monk.
Extremely.
He's not one to
Although
cross him.
he wouldn't
His,
take it.
Fists were his most dangerous weapon.
Never unarmed that one. I was kind of envious.
Watch out, he'd kick you. Any chance he got.
God.
Oh, he would.
Not at
He
all.
would. He kicked me quite a few times.
He kept trying to reach for my face. He kept failing.
More like he'd you would know it was coming because you'd see him. He'd be standing there like this.
He would stand. He would get in the stance and everything.
Yeah.
It was like I can see you. I know what you're going to do.
Yes, and you.
You have to go
And then he'd do it
through
anyways.
like that
What you're
to see
about
what
to
he
do,
does.
don't you fucking dare! And then suddenly
Don't
just
you dare.
whoosh, he has launched himself at you.
He could only get to my shoulder.
What did you do that for? He'd always say, "Oh, I needed to test your reflexes. Make sure you weren't going to get a skill next time."
Oh, he was always using that excuse.
Yes.
No, the funniest part is whenever he
Couldn't
missed
keep
and then
still
ended up
that one.
kicking something else.
Oh, that was the best. When you ducked it and then he just like jammed his foot into a tree. It's wonderful.
Yes, duck it. I have to fucking sidestep.
Oh, this lovely story that does make me slightly terrified to see the guy.
When I would get training or anything from him, he'd just knock the gloves out of my hand and then say, "Go downstairs."
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Not everybody wants the same life that they had for their children. Don't take it personally. Your he wants something good for you. And if you've chosen your own path, then I'm sure he'll come to respect it eventually. Just might take a bit of convincing, just like your mother.
I mean, killing a behemoth is certainly a step on the right path.
Well, when I told her
Goodness
that, he
knows,
sounded
my
both
My
amazed
mother
and
was livid the moment I told her I was leaving home. No, you're going to get yourself killed! All those humans and elves and... Oh, goodness!
Humans?
Well, won't you stay here? Humes.
What is a
My family was
paraphrasing.
My family was a bit
Speak a
like that
little
as
common.
well.
Well, you speak.
My family's a bit like that as well. When my brother was revealed to be when my brother was revealed to be a boy, and they were gonna kick him out. I was like, "Oh, I want to go with him too," and she was like, "No, you don't want to go out there. You'll get stabbed and die in the forest. Yeah, eaten. Just stay over here, and contribute to society. It's his job to be out there in the woods. It's your job to be over here and make sure everything is right."
Oh, I got hit with the same.
Long story
because
short,
the calamity
don't
just
take
happened.
it too personally, Tova. Your father
Hmm.
just wants to keep you safe. He seems to think that means keeping you squalid away in Lenosha there in Limsa.
When I was
You're
like,
an
I want to go
adult,
fight
you're a grown
something,
man.
like you, he was like, go fight your girlfriend in the town. Go.
No, that does sound like
Well, in
Matt's
that case,
advice.
Maybe.
It does sound like it.
Can't think of anything more frightening than trying to court someone.
Well, Baba seems
rather
to be
take a
doing a
behemoth.
decent job of it.
Yeah, something like that. Some are better than at it than others. That much I will say.
One thing I should note, Lovingway is not a quarter.
Not a.
I was
You
going
know,
to ask for that.
different
before.
kind of love.
Like familiar.
I would hope so.
Like love of the planet type of thing.
And we're not gonna have to fight
Schemingway, are we?
I mean, unless you aggravate him, probably. Odds are good he'll probably take you hunting with him.
Cool. Sounds
Wouldn't
good.
he be hunting
Sounds
way
like a
then?
good fellow.
Well, I mean, he tends to... Well, I mean, he turned down Defending Way. He thought Warring Way was cooler. Which, in fairness, it is.
Yeah, I'd say it kind of also sung a lot better as well. Defending way. It is hard, defending way. Champion of the people. Whereas
Plus,
I am
he
warring
plus
way.
he does
I will defeat
he does
you,
wield an axe, so you know.
evil giant carrot monster.
Okay, yes, that makes much sense.
No idea what goes
This
on.
moon trip is going. This moon trip.
He
is
probably
going
would have a sword and shield if he was Defending Way. Come to think about it.
Oh, trust me, I have a feeling it's going to be even more interesting before we get there.
When it comes to the nature of courting and love, stay the seven hells away from Thrilling Way.
And what became of the Garlean Empire.
I demand this.
Everybody else went to Neb to get their passes for this, right?
I've got them all, don't worry.
Like, it does not matter
Literally
who you are. He'll probably see you and take it as a challenge.
Once, forever, and always, Team Mom.
And we salute you for your service.
Every time I hear about Thrilling Way, it just
I think
brings
they
me
were trying to
pain.
get their lives back together, just like anybody else would in a situation like that.
Because every last thing I hear about Thrilling Way is against my will.
Let me put it that way.
Is the easiest thing to put
They
it.
might be putting their lives together, but the Garlean Empire has torn apart.
I'll save my
Thousands of people's homes when we get there. Families, lives.
No, I mentioning Garlemald, and I guess in whatever current state that it's in.
It could be somewhere else to check. Maybe there's. Hope not. Maybe there's another egg somewhere.
Be careful not to go off the beaten path in Garlemald. After all, there are still potentially active mines or Magitech devices.
Right.
In any case,
Regardless of things, I'm still very excited to go to the moon. Right, I'm going to rub it in my brother's face because he got to say hello to a dragon before I did.
Don't you think we ought to offer? At least talk to Neb and see if maybe he can come along.
Yeah, bring a +1.
Yeah, like, I understand.
But he got
He
to
is
ride the
wrong
dragon.
He got to
But he
ride a
didn't tell me about the
dragon.
dragon.
You can go
He also
to
got
the
to fall off the
moon.
dragon.
That is not a thing to be happy about.
It's a good story.
I suppose, but
I wouldn't have fallen off the dragon.
This may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If the way to the moon ever is lost or becomes complicated because of its location, think about it. We may not be able to return. Only those who have already attuned to the aetherite that's there. Goodness knows whether this mysterious individual and then the Lobrits be up there by themselves.
I guess this is fair. I'll see if I can bring it up to him. I don't want to cut him out of it. Plus, if I'm the only one that has permission to go up there, and people back home find out, I'm suddenly going to have way more fucking work. So much work because, like,
See,
aetherite.
that's the beautiful thing. That is where industry comes in the economy. And start charging people more because you have a specialized capacity to fulfill their needs where no other can.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to charge them up as much as I can because the aetherite travel between there and here is going to be so fucking massive.
Oh, by the 12, I can monopolize moonfish.
I know I heard Neb talking about the fact that people are able to fish in the ether.
Whoa, Neb's trying to train me up so I can get the fish on the moon.
Fair enough.
Fish in the condensed ether.
I told him not to figure out what sorts of baits and how exactly one fishes on the moon in the first place.
I don't
We should probably.
Neb called it
see
something
if,
similar to
if
sky
this
fishing.
on,
Yes, but skyfish. Sorry, you need specific kinds of bait. Just sticking a worm on a hook and throwing it into a cloud is not going to get you very far.
Yes,
Exactly.
and fishing in etheric. Well, fishing in Aether isn't exactly going to be much.
Yeah, condensed enough ether that it can flow like water. Very sludgy water, but water nonetheless.
Understood. Don't fall inside me.
It is condensed ether either way.
Info about the minerals.
Would that theoretically supercharge us?
I wouldn't go testing that.
Depends on what culinary method you can use on those fish.
If you even can.
Well, besides the carrots,
Or safe to eat, frankly.
honestly, besides the carrots, anything is yours to keep.
Fish a bit. You could probably use it in alchemy somehow. At the very
Again,
least.
maybe. Depends on the property of the fish.
I suppose we can find this out once I start bringing them back.
Maybe you'll scare the heck out of Bella. Just be like, what is that? It's on the moon. Oh. God damn it.
Do they not like fish?
No, probably just the difference in how fish look on the moon versus here on Atheris.
Fair enough. I'm not looking forward to these grenades.
Yeah, as far as I remember, they were the most common threat Warringway had to handle.
I've bumped into the bombs.
There are grenades that can be found in certain areas of Lenosha. It might be the same thing, frankly. I'm not sure.
I believe
a common
you were
ancestor?
talking about the bombs.
Possibly.
I just don't want to see how a moon version of them behave. Especially if there are rivers of, condensed ether.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll chip away a couple pieces of moon rock and bring it back and just say, hey, I brought back some moon rock.
Just get a big chunk and then charge people money to stand on the moon.
Put it on a pedestal, charge people to stare at it.
Let's get some ropes around it.
A little extra if they want to touch it.
I think I'm more interested in this unusual fellow that Nabothgar mentioned. Historian, I suppose? Didn't really describe him much.
Oh, yes.
The historian, that's very interesting to me then. I wonder if you'd have any old accounts of what the world was like, or what the moon is like, or any sorts of things like that.
I think I may know who he may have been talking about, though I could not be.
There's
no
idea. Said it was in a building right next to the Aetherites?
Yes, actually, there will be a building right when you come up through the Garlemald portal. That's not the Burrows.
Somebody lives there?
That's, I believe,
Besides you guys?
assuming that that's the one he's talking about, it may be the historian's palace, he calls it.
Yes, Ned did say that the historian was in that building.
Yeah.
It might be worth
school.
it to pay them a visit and see if maybe they need something that's needing doing, and
You could certainly end up, he likely will invite you for tea, he calls it.
I will not turn that down.
Really?
Moon tea.
Yeah, he's actually really another one of Heinelin's creations, like us.
Ah, really? Not like.
Are we gonna meet Heidelin there?
No.
No.
Let's imagine.
Sadly, you won't. Heinlein wasn't exactly a helicopter parent to the Burrows.
I think that's actually kind of an apt way of putting it. It's something like you hear about people with the echo and that sort of thing.
Sorry?
I Tova said, what, does she only show herself to important people, which is kind of accurate, if you really think about it.
Kind of rude to just say it's just important
Since
people.
informed that most of us who have it have heard her voice possibly once or twice. Maybe more if we really listen and focus.
I think I've
apparently
actually
it's part of
heard
the
her
process.
voice. Probably I can count it on one hand.
How do you not have your own voice in your head?
It's
It sounds different. Yes, and there's a.
I can hear women
she
in my head
says.
saying, "Oh, hi, Tova."
We do not need to know your fantasies, please.
Oh man, I think pretty lady in your head that calls you
Stud Muffin. Strange, godlike deity that occasionally whispers the words, hear, feel, think in my head. At least that's been what I recall.
It has been forever since I've heard those words.
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have heard her voice more recently.
Something obeys all of you, truthfully, whether you're blessed with the echo or not.
Can't say I've heard anything.
You
know, unless you count the whispers from the not so nice primal.
It's a bit of a different situation.
I did not like that.
I've tried to think about it since I was.
Yeah, those suck.
It was explained. I think Miss Sarai has something she says that's like a play on it. She said it was something else that was said to her. She never really said who. But she was asked or told or informed. I wish to hear your words. Feel your... What was it? Wish to hear your thoughts. Feel your voice or feel something. I don't quite remember. And know your thoughts. Something like that. Can't quite remember now. Said it was said to her by a friend.
I feel like they're good tenants to sort of exist by.
Truthfully.
Always keep an open mind.
Yeah. I would say I have heard the voice of Heidelin more recently, but that's unfortunately an effect of when I was almost tempered. Hearing the voice of what is essentially my mother, and the will of the star telling me to give in to the red was disquieting, to say the least.
So this primal takes on the voice of who you wish to hear?
Or who who you care about, perhaps.
I mostly heard my own voice trying to convince me that it was a good idea to collect those medallions. There would be scientific finds with it, things important.
Perhaps it's the voice of someone you trust.
Yeah, that would make sense.
First finding it that it's possibly a red chocobo, and now this. Truly, my day is going fantastic.
About that.
Please no.
No, we're not.
First day I came here, well, first couple weeks, I got stood on by a giant golem thing.
Oh yeah, the
For
big
a few
one.
weeks you were here, you had apparently been tricked into drinking a Fantasia.
Oh, well, Oh, no, I don't want to tell them that story.
Oh no. What did he turn into?
I do not want to tell that story.
That's not so bad.
It could have been far worse. Thankfully, the effects of a...
He could have gotten turned into, like, I don't know, an Elzen woman or something. That would have been real awkward, now wouldn't it?
That'd have been cool.
It turned into a what?
I'm sorry, first
That's incredibly specific.
lose
Did you just
yourself
say-
on the way to the Golden Saucer and end up in Corvus.
No.
What did you just say? Could have turned into a what?
I said he could have turned into an Elzen woman.
I'll have you know that Elizin women are quite beautiful.
I would have.
Okay, yes, I meant, but imagine this fucker turning into one after being tricked into drinking a Fantasia.
So?
Imagine it.
I'll have you know there are plenty of people who decide to drink a Fantasia and become a woman or a man. Either because they choose to.
I do feel.
But that
You don't need to be judgmental.
I'm not being judgmental. Just him turning into one would be kind of funny.
I would kiss
Instead
the
of just a
shit out of
here.
him.
Yes.
There you have it.
The reason
God damn it.
Fantasia was because I stole a map from a bunch of poachers in Gridania, and they were kind of on my ass, so I was panicking, and I was like, help. I
10
need a
minutes
way
till hard end.
to have them stop chasing me. I also thought I broke the law, but I apparently hadn't, because it was just poachers causing issues.
They were poachers, fuck
And I
them.
saved a chocobo in the process.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I got here. And
That's quite
I was pretending to be someone else. That was my first trip out. Then I went to the Gold Saucer. Again.
Again.
The first adventures wasn't that too bad.
I do not know what effect a Fantasia would have on me.
Who knows?
I mean, it would
No
probably
way of
just
knowing, truly.
turn you into whatever you think of it. How do they work? I don't know. I've only heard tales.
Would that mean that if you
It was
wanted
explained
to, you could
once,
turn into a
though
lopper?
I don't know.
I don't know if it works on your kind. Truth be told.
Yeah.
No offense, but I'd rather not be that short.
Hey.
Listen, I am used to
Nothing
being
wrong with having a
smaller than
personal preference for being tall.
Zeze,
I'm not-
mind
I'm
you,
not
I
saying
still have
that
to
it's
look up at
bad,
you.
I just wouldn't be used to it.
That is pretty possible. Your head is
No, I like
humongous.
being tall.
I would complain about being short, but
Anyways.
among
So it was
people here,
explained
I'm
to me
not as short.
that you drink it before going to sleep. Lay down, go to bed. And before you go to bed, you clearly envision in your mind what shape you wish to take.
Well, that's
And when you awake, actually, that does raise a number of questions about you.
What?
Another time, though.
It is
Either way,
late.
you clearly envision the shape you wish to take. When you wake up, you should be changed. Though they apparently do also suggest that you remove clothing before, just in case.
Oh, I can imagine how
You know,
it could cause
You wouldn't want to
problems
be
if you
someone
wanted
as
to-
small as
Oh, yes, you don't want to.
Zay, and then
Do it.
suddenly become someone as
tall as quick lips.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Zay,
That's...
we gotta do something later.
You have to do a little bit of
No,
preparation.
I'm not doing that again.
Listen, considering that, considering that Luluma willingly took Fantasia, I wouldn't be surprised if she finds a way to get more and finds a way to poison us if we end up pissing her off. So,
This happened far before I
Well,
met you.
see, that's the thing about the Fantasias. So long as before you fall asleep, you envision the shape you wish to be clearly, you're fine. I mean, somebody
Hopefully this
poisons
does
me
make
with a
it worse.
Fantasia. All I have to do is just envision myself as I am. If I
thing
wait
is,
to
would
stay
you
the
even
same,
be aware
goodness
you're?
knows.
Does Fantasia have a taste?
I wouldn't know. I've
Not
never tried it.
particularly.
I don't know. She'd probably
Well, it
find
doesn't
a way
look
to
that would
keep
kinda
us
taste
in her
like shit.
mind.
It did taste like shit.
Apparently
It
it's
was
mixed
awful.
with the essence of a bunch of other people, and so it's kind of questionable as to what it might taste like. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't question it.
I
you
mean,
tell me people drink that shit like
I don't
every
know.
other like week or something?
There is someone who I met who was addicted to it. The shape changing. They would drink it.
What I had is it didn't taste
They would
like
drink
much.
one, go take a nap, wake back
little
up,
bitter.
be a different shape. Later, take another one, go lay down, take a nap, wake back up, and be
has
another
to-
shape.
That has to cause some
it
kind of
was an
lasting damage to your body,
experience.
right? There's no way.
Or your psyche.
I had to get used to fighting
I
again.
hear they're not easy to come by.
And always.
I've never looked. Truth be told, I've quite
And I'll
happy
be
with
honest,
myself as I am.
I much prefer myself at this size.
I'm good.
I'm very.
I just need to figure out
This
this
very
whole
tempting
talking
because
to
I would
my-
make myself a couple of feet taller. I'm kind of got bullied when we were back home for being so short.
This brings up a lot of quandaries regarding my kind, actually. We're not exactly people of Aferis. Loporits are arcane creations of Hydra. By technicality, we may not even have souls.
Yes, get the headband. There you go.
Sorry. With a rabbit.
I've learned a lot being around Astrid. You don't say bunny.
No, you don't.
Thank you for not doing a racism.
Oh,
It's really the best out of all of them.
I'm so sorry. Doing a
You're like my brother.
That Oh
yeah. Whenever he's around Lullafil, he starts talking about how tall people are. I don't know why.
Sorry,
he just does
who's
it.
going to love me then?
My brother, Mark.
Oh, yes.
Have
he
you
does.
never noticed that?
No, he does.
Yeah. He's probably going to start talking about how tall people are when you're around.
I imagine so. Wouldn't be the first time.
At least I could take solace in the fact that my clothes would probably still fit if I were turned into a Lalafell.
Most likely.
I'm like 100% sure he doesn't do it on purpose. He's just sort of stream of consciousness sort of talking.
To be fair, when they were talking to Neb, I was sitting there like, oh my god, they're so much bigger than him. And I wanted to bring it up to see if Neb would be offended.
I don't
are
think
exactly
so,
like my
because
brother.
he's not
I'm
a
not sure if
child.
that's the right phrase you would have used, but alright.
Yes,
Go
please
for
never use the
that.
term bigger.
You're taller? Sorry.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Very
You're perfect
important
the way you
distinction.
Ryder,
Yeah, it is.
I've been around this place long enough to pick up the antics of Ryder and know the phrase of bigger in that context.
It's the three things you never want to ask a woman.
Unfortunately.
You never want to ask how much she makes, how much she weighs, or how old she is.
You've done all three, haven't you?
Well, he's most certainly done all three.
What are we doing?
Nothing.
Asking
I think
questions
we're just
women
talking
should
about
be asked.
racism at this point. Racism and sexism. I was complimenting.
I should be going to
Toma
sleep.
because he didn't call my ears rabbit ears. And then he
I
said he does
remember
that a lot.
when I first arrived in Gridania several years ago now.
I was immediately stopped by the guard because they thought I was incredibly suspicious because they had never seen someone with ears like mine.
I could only
They told
imagine
me I
if
must
small
be some
children.
sort of troublemaker.
I can only imagine if younger children looked up at you and saw you and were like, "Oh."
There were a number, yes. I got quite a few
Wales is certainly
requests
something
to
else.
touch my ears, which, children asking if they were real and if I was a rabbit, and I would have to tell them, no, I'm not a rabbit, though my ears do resemble those of a rabbit. I am not one. If they were being
When we
cute enough
fir-
and sweet and not being rude little shits, though, I'd
Yeah.
often let them touch, as long as they were gentle. I
We-
get
we
it.
had
You step into a new land. I mean, truth be told, I had never seen someone with ears like yours before. I thought they were quite unusual.
And you've never seen someone quite my size.
I had never met another woman who was taller than me like that.
She's a whole head taller than me.
When we
And
left
I'm
home, we
wearing
had
heels.
Bro.
That is fair.
Damn. Yeah, that is impressive.
When me and Mark left home, we had a very similar experience to you. When we eventually made it up to Doma proper, and We went to a village and the people thought we were spirits at first for like a moment.
Alright, that is her end. I hope you all enjoyed and have a good night.
Have a good night,
Time to figure out this
Yeah.
darkness thing, inner darkness, whatever.
Something or other.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night, Victor.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Time of day's starting to get to me, too.
Good wine makes me feel nice and bubbly.
Yeah. Don't feel you need to leave for Mayor Lamentorum tomorrow. Take your time.
Well, goodness knows it's going to take us time to get to Garlemald. We'll have to travel up through Alamigo first, more than likely, and take the pass up north.
Well, at the very least, you don't have to worry about the trip back.
And that we could be said for. Though I imagine a good portion of the funds allotted to us as a payment will likely end up going towards travel costs. Not that it's a bad thing. Once in a lifetime opportunity to travel to the moon, I dare say, is well worth.
And as I said already, the carrots are the only thing carrots and information are the only thing I truly need. Anything else you find or experience is yours to keep. Or, I guess, obtain, because even if I have been banished, I don't exactly want you to steal from the burrows.
No, we shan't be stealing. If anything, we will have to barter.
Or do odd jobs, what have you.
Yes, I wouldn't feel comfortable stealing from the children of Heidelin herself.
Probably especially if one of the other children put you up to it.
Well, you'd be living up to your name then, I suppose.
I'd prefer not to be.
Understandable.
This name is one of
I mean, I
punishment,
I see.
rather than actually desired name.
I will ask that we do not go to Garlemald for at least a few days. At least I would like to rest after just getting
Oh,
here.
I should ask: Are we headed to Ishgard, or where are we going?
I was going to go to Camp Dragonhead, personally. I'm not sure where you're going.
I only care about a bed.
I don't know.
Well, there are plenty of beds up here.
They have beds here. They
That's
have
the infirmary.
Well, that's the
proper tavern in.
Well, people haven't exactly been kicking me out when I sleep in there, so.
Inn that they
Well,
converted into an
Lady
infirmary.
Luluma didn't kick me out straight away.
Sure, but it's...
Well, they haven't stopped me yet. Plus, I've been sleeping in the same bed and they haven't exactly been complaining.
Well, possibly because they know you.
Hopefully they can get it done.